Hello everyone, welcome to another live review. Chocolo Roberto here. Good to see you, good to see you. Hi AB, hi Andrew. Hi AB, hope your move's going okay by the way. Hopefully you've relocated alright or in the process of doing so. And hi Andrew, yes, no Xmas selection nonsense. Fingers crossed, yes. So your favourite should be back in, Andrew. So yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we've basically reviewed the Dairy Box before, but it was the Christmas edition. Yeah, and the Christmas one, they changed a few of the chocolates basically. Removed some of the ones you would have said they should have kept in really, and replaced them with some sort of Christmassy, wintry specials, is the gist of it. And Andrew's favourites were taken out basically, so he wasn't very impressed. Hi Sham, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Glad you could make it. I know this time's a bit difficult for you sometimes, so I'm glad you could make it. Good to see you again, by the way. Good to see you. Yeah, so Andrew, which were the ones that were missing then? It was the, let's have a look. I think it was the Rose Bliss, was it? The Orange Surprise? Maybe the Raspberry Kiss. Were those the three that were taken out? Some good ones, you would have said. But yeah, I must say I was a bit disappointed that those were the ones that were removed, especially with some of the others. I don't know, maybe not quite as exciting, but there we go. Yeah, so fingers crossed it should be quite a good selection. I would say so far we've done a few of these chocolate selections by this point, and probably the best one so far has been the Tesco one, I must say. And the only problem with that one was that it was touted as a milk dark and white chocolate selection, but had so few dark and white chocolates in it that really that was a bit of a disservice there, and had to mark it down for that. But yeah, Rose Bliss and Raspberry Kiss were missing. Yeah, the orange one was the orange one missing as well. So Rose Bliss, Raspberry Kiss, Orange Surprise. That sounds familiar, but then it would do. Yeah, okay, yeah, right, yes, yeah. So good ones there, good ones. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. So it's really nice of you to say. Oh, I always say lovely things, so thank you so much. I'm glad you like the lives, and yeah. Oh, good to have your support as always. So thank you so much. Yeah, so perhaps we'll leave those till last, Andrew. Save the those ones till last. So the Raspberry Kiss, Orange Bliss, Rose Bliss, and Orange Surprise. Yes, I got the chocolate velvet in the middle there. Unfortunate, but there we go. Yeah, okay, so we'll probably do that, I think, because then, now unfortunately that does mean we've kind of reviewed the others before, so it's a bit of a, I don't know, yeah, kind of going over old ground, but you never know, they might have changed in the meantime in the 3 months since we did it, but, or 4 months, who knows, but the box looks relatively the same. I say, I think the other one just had like Christmas edition at the bottom. Obviously maybe showed a few different chocolates on the front maybe, but there we go. Yeah, so it's quite a nice looking box, I would say, but yeah, not too bad. The classic collection. There we go. What's it say? A delicious assortment of 40 milk chocolates. I've got 40 in here, 10 different types. So it's not bad, The last week we did was the Hotel Chocolat Mother's Day or Everything box, whichever one you look at it, and that had 14 different types. So it's not bad. It's got 10 different kinds in here. Not bad at all. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Well, so are you for saying such lovely things, so thank you so much. And 5 months, crikey, yeah, time's flying by very quickly, isn't it, Andrew? It really is. I can't believe it, to be honest with you. I've never seen this one, AB, before. I think it has. It's one of those that's I think don't see it in some supermarkets basically, but I think it is one that's been around for quite some time. I must say, I think I generally go to Asda, but I think it's not really, well, it might be in Asda actually, but I don't generally see it in Asda anyway. I think it's mainly Tesco that do it, the one that I tend to go in as well. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, this is it. I mean, there's not many. Are there any? Well, there's not really any white chocolates in there. So let's have a look at what we've got then. So we'll do a clockwise, sort of clockwise. We'll go top left to right, then bottom left to right. I think we'll do it that way, and we'll skip over the chocolate velvet. We'll do that before we get to the Raspberry Kiss and things. This is what we've got now. Yeah, you haven't got many white chocolates in here. We've got the vanilla cup. It doesn't say white chocolate on it, so I'm not sure whether there's any white chocolate in it. I've got the caramel truffle, which might have a bit of white chocolate on top, but again, and maybe the chocolate velvet as well. But yeah, missing some missing dark and white chocolates again in these. I mean, it seems to be a common theme, doesn't it, that you miss these sort of these kind of chocolate. I don't know why it is. I mean, when you put things like bounties in celebrations and and hazelnut ones in various collections and things, they're the ones that are divisive in my eyes, not white chocolate and dark chocolate. So it's a bit of a strange one, really. Terry's All Gold. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a while. Did they? No, I don't think I did it, did I? I don't think I did the All Gold. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so I'll keep my eye out for it. I've not seen it. Yeah, I've not seen it, I must say. If you ever do hit 70 million, Sham, I'll definitely do a party video, that's for sure. Yeah. I certainly will. Oh dear. Yes, and hi Rick, how are you doing? Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. How's your week been? Hope you've been doing okay. Yeah, hope you've been all right. And thank you so much again for all your support, by the way. It's truly, truly appreciated, so thank you. Yeah, we're doing the dairy box today. Now, as we were just sort of talking about, basically this is the regular one. They do a Christmas one at Christmas, which removes 3 key chocolates, I think you would say. Now, Andrew's obviously was mentioned it was the Raspberry Blick, Raspberry Kiss, Orange Surprise, and Rose Bliss are the 3 that were taken out. And I would say that they're strong contenders for being some of the most exciting ones in the set. So we'll leave those till last. We'll go top left to top right, and then bottom left to bottom right. But we'll do the chocolate velvet before those 3. Eating a bounty. I wish I could say I was, Rick. I wish I could say I was. But I understand that, you know, it's one of those, isn't it, where obviously there are people who like coconut, and it's nice to have that sort of variation in there, especially when it's not too common a chocolate to get in a lot of selections, actually. Okay, so let's have a look then. So we've got the shenanigans going on here. Now, actually, it's got a sort of plastic wrapper around it, so we'll take that off in a minute. But, yeah, so we've got, what's the overall weightage of the box? 360 grams. There we go. So per 100 grams, 539 calories, 31.3 grams of fat, 16.6 of which are saturated. So quite high, well, more towards the top end of the 500 to 550 scale of calories that generally seems to be the case in chocolates. Now, per 2 chocolates here, 100 calories, 5.8 grams of fat, 3.1 of which are saturated. So obviously that's probably an average. So I'm going to be eating 500 calories probably here. I'll probably have, well, yeah, I'll probably do half. I'll try and eat half of them, I think, you know, because he's just got to try and keep it back, but we'll see how it goes. Assorted milk chocolates. Milk chocolate contains milk solids 18% minimum, it says. And does it have palm oil? Can anyone spot palm oil or palm fat in there? Yeah, fat's palm. Shay. There you go. There you are. Right, interesting. Yeah. 2 chocolates is 1 serving. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'll do the party on the moon, I think. if I get 70 million subscribers, yeah, but oh dear. But you know, it's well, obviously quantity would be great as far as YouTube's concerned, but you know, it's not, it'd be difficult when you get some more and more people. It's hard to have these sort of one-to-one chats that we're kind of, well, not quite one-to-one, but you know what I mean. These chats that we're having now, for instance, because you know there'll be so many people chatting and things, it'd be hard to keep up really. Well, I couldn't, I don't think. So you know, so it swings around us, isn't it? Obviously, you'd have the exposure then, and presumably could make a living from having 70 million subscribers. But there's no way I could be having these like proper chats with you because people would just be writing all sorts in the things. So swings and roundabouts, I think. So obviously, it's nice to have these chats. So yeah, obviously it's nice to be a multi-millionaire as well, I imagine. But but you know, I'm not going to bank on it. Yes. Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Exactly. This is it. It'd be too difficult, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is it. Well, that's the thing, you see. When you get a lot more subscribers, that's where the super chats then tend to come in these kind of things. So people generally have to pay then to get the attention of the person, you know. And I don't know what to think of that really. It's one of those, isn't it? You know what I mean? But it's technically 50p or £1 or something like that. But even so, it's still money, isn't it? And it's not really how it should be. But yeah, there we go. It's one of those, isn't it? You know, I don't know what to make of that really. I'm not at that point yet, so I guess. I don't worry about it too much, but you know, who knows? But you know, obviously, I'll try my best, no matter what happens, to always try to keep a decent, you know, community going, rapport going, and things like that. But you know, yeah. But I guess that's what the Discord's about as well. So hopefully, I can keep on top of chatting more personably there as well. You know what I mean, and stuff like this. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. As I say, not a problem I've got to worry about as yet. What did I have for lunch? Basically, I did a review with for the live. I did a members-only review actually today of Magnum Billionaires Gold Lollies, I think it was. So that's basically my lunch I am. So it's not been anything healthy today. Well, to be honest with you, AB, meal times are kind of thrown out the window with some of these because you know, I do have something like a small food really, but I tend to just not eat too. Yeah, I have to try and calm it down a bit. Yeah, but at the weekends, basically, I kind of just do my reviews and stuff. So I eat a lot of chocolates at the weekend. Then during the weeks, I try not to eat, you know, just eat regular food and not too much of it. So you do have to balance it out a bit. It can be quite difficult. Yeah, it can be quite difficult. So it's all kind of my favourite chocolates a few years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I didn't have them loads, but I did like them when I did have them. It was just a good assortment, wasn't it? It was, yeah. I'm trying to remember it exactly. I think they did have a good assortment. I seem to remember, but I can't remember too well on it. But I do, do like them. Like all these sort of ones, really. As I say, Black Magic as well was always good. Yeah, I do love pizza, Sham. I do love pizza. Yes, it's a big one of my favourite foods actually. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I've reviewed, Andrew. Yeah, so unfortunately because I don't normally do ice cream reviews. It is a members only one, so yeah, it's one of those. Let's see. These are turkey fried chicken as minis, possibly. I might not. If you did it today, I've not checked today, basically. But I'll try and catch up. Yeah, I'll try and catch up. No, but fingers crossed, Andrew. Yes, I know you're about to say. Oh dear. Right, so I'll give this one an open. I'll let you say it. Yeah. Obviously. Right, so I'll give these an open. And there might be a pull tab. I don't. Well, there sort of is. Yeah, around the edge here, there's actually like a pull tab or something there. Like you can see a bar there. But I'll probably just open it on the side like this. So there we go. Apologies for the loud crackling noises. You restrained yourself from saying in the end, Marjorie, didn't you? I can see, yes. But I imagine it'll come up during the conversation at some point. But I do agree with you. They definitely should bring back that bar. They definitely should. Oh dear. Right, so there you go. So nice looking box. Yeah, as Sharon said before, it does look very nice. Yeah, it does look very nice. And I think it's going to be, as I say, 40 chocolates, it said. So you definitely get a lot in. I think that's probably the most in any of these selections, I think. I think Milk Tray had 30 odd, I think, and it was quite substantial. But this one, yeah, 40. And 10 different kinds as well. So very excited about this one. How do you be a member? Yeah, basically, Sham, there's a link on the main menu screen that says join, basically. There's Andrew. I knew, Andrew. I knew you couldn't stop yourself. Yeah. Oh dear. One day, you never know. Bring back Fry's 5 senses, yes. You'll have that on your gravestone, I think. Well, hopefully they'll have brought it back by then, fingers crossed. But yeah, if not, I know you will have. Your epitaph, whatever they call it. Yeah, to become a member, Sharon, basically there's a link on the on my main screen, and it'll say join. So rather than subscribe, it says join, basically. And I think it's underneath a lot of the videos as well. So if you click that, and there's in the description of this video as well, there's a link to it. So you click on it, and it gives you the information, basically. But if you do decide to join, just read it carefully. Make sure you know it's something you're definitely sure you want to do. But yeah, basically on one of the tiers, bronze tier, you get free reviews as well. I'm going to add some more content, hopefully, to the support tier as well. It won't be reviews, but it'll be sort of like a weekly update or bi-weekly or something, some other type of video, I think, as well. Yeah, so I'm going to progress it more and things. Going to add some special images as well that people can use, special emojis. At the moment, they're a bit rubbish ones, really. If you click on the sort of like emoji thing at the bottom, there are some sort of special ones there, if you remember. And it might be there anyway. But the gist of it is, we're going to do some better ones. I've just not had the time to do it as yet, but there we go. Okay, yes, the dairy box. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. Yes, I think it looks very nice. It's quite thick as well, so presumably it has 2 layers to it. So yeah, let's give it an open then. And like this, look at this. On the top, it's got the menu there. I like it when they do that, rather than have a little card. I think obviously it's not convenient sometimes for them to do it, depending on how the box is. But I think that looks nice, doesn't it? Looks nice. I took a photo before the chat of the menu on the back of the box, and that's what's in the top right hand corner. Put it in place there. Yeah. Oh, birthdays, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Andrew, I'm optimistic that they'll do it because they've done, as we've said in the Discord chat, they've done, they've done pretty much at least 4 flavours, and they're going to do that pineapple one you were mentioning. So it does seem ominous, Okay, so we've got this little shenanigan here. Looks quite nice, but there we go. It's just to keep them safe. Oh yes, look at this. Nice, a nice creamy milk chocolate smell, I think you'd say. So it's obviously 2 layers. I'm assuming both layers are the same. I'll just move the camera down a bit so we can have a look at that, because I can't really lift it up. Yeah, so apologies for the mess. I've got my phone charger there as well, which is I should have moved, but there we go. Let's give that a move out of the way. Okay, right, and the ruler. Of course, the ruler. Yeah, so there we go. So here's the Shannon's here. Yeah, I'm going to do one probably next week, I think, Sham, a mystery review. I'm going to do, I was just sort of sprucing it up a bit, well, sprucing it up, mixing it up a bit. Well, hopefully sprucing it up, but there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, I'm going to do some mystery reviews soon. I'm going to do like a Lidl and Aldi special, I think. It was requested by a couple of people, so, you know, it's sort of not quite a mystery review, but you won't know what I'm reviewing, I guess. So you go. So handily, there's some finger grips here. You can see them actually. I don't know if they're meant to be that, but they do work as them. I can't see what else they'd be actually. So you can just lift it up like that, which is nice. So we'll just check that the one underneath is exactly the same. Yes, it is. Yes, look at that. It's got some nice text underneath actually at the bottom. Let's just see what that says. Okay, well the grips didn't work for me there. Let's see if I can take it out. Got the bowling ball grip there. Yeah, so it has some quite nice thing at the bottom there. So we'll just have a look at this actually, because you could miss this really. Yeah, it's got some nice text at the bottom. There you go. So it's 1936. Yeah, Dairy Box. I've been making delicious milk chocolates, perfect to show how much you care. So aimed as a gift, I think you'd say. Right, our collection today is still full of beautifully made favourites, and because we care, because we care. Now has a fully recyclable tray, or now has a fully recyclable tray. I'm trying to read that between the camera behind me, so yeah, I've got a camera obscuring my view there. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Obviously, it's got the you know, CMYK shenanigan there going on. But yeah, that's not too bad. Looks okay. But now, did we see? I don't know if I checked, did we? I'm assuming the two layers are the same, so we'll just check that. I think they will be. I'll be surprised if they're not, but we'll just have a check. Let's have a look. Yeah, so they look to be the same, don't they? I think you'd say. Yeah. I'm not quite keeping them in camera here, so I do apologise. I'm trying to. There you go. It's probably as good as I can get, maybe. There we go. Yeah. So I think they are essentially the same. I can't see any difference. So that's good. So we can basically count the chocolates and double them, essentially. So just okay. Well, having said that. It's like a star one here, isn't it? That's a bit weird. What's this one? Oh, it's upside down. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. It's upside down. That makes sense. Okay, I was going to say, well, this chocolate's a random one. Yeah, a sheen on them, you say, Andrew. Yeah, yes. They got a bit of. They have got a nice sort of yeah look to them. Of course, it's quite bright where I am. I've got studio lights on them, but yeah, not too bad at all. Yes, no, thank you, Sham. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm going to got some more wagon wheel ones to do. The regular ones and the milk chocolate ones, I think they are. So I've got a couple more to do of wagon wheels. So hopefully I'll get them done soon. But there's a bit of a backlog, so I'll try and get there. Yes, oh, still around. I don't know, AB. I think they might be in Tesco if they are. I think they're a Tesco exclusive, so you might have to check. Is the gist of it, you know. They might be, but it'll be Tesco. You'll have to look in Tesco, I think. I haven't seen them in Asda anyway. Yeah, so give them a check. I was a bit disappointed by them, must say, but you know, yeah. But you know, if you're a massive fan of wagon wheels, then I don't think you'll be mad. I don't think you'll mind. Here's the mouse here, of course. So zoom it down a bit more. So we'll have a look at yeah, we'll do the vanilla cup first one, the star one, I guess. Got my knife handy there. The microphone there. Okay, great. Right, so we go. I might just turn the brightness down slightly because it's a bit bright. Yeah, I got a new purple t-shirt on today, which is I'm happy about. Hope it'll last a bit longer. Some of the others have got a bit tatty now, so yeah. Okay, just turn the brightness down slightly, just because. Okay, so we'll start with the vanilla cup then, shall we? So, yes, there we go. Yeah, how's the move going, by the way, AB? Have you managed to do it okay? You're still in the process of doing it. Hopefully it's going well. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so here we go. It's got the there we are. Yeah, not too bad then. Not too bad. So what's this description of this one? Just bring this a bit bigger so we can see. Soft vanilla with a fine crunch and a dark chocolate drop. I think the dark chocolate drop's pretty much a token effort, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure that we'll be able to taste much of that. It says vanilla, not white chocolate. You can see there's a dot at the bottom as well. So we'll give this a bit of a measure. Hi, Joe. Good to see you. Glad you could make it again. Good to see you again. You're not working this time. Hopefully, you're not in a rush. Well, not, I don't know, getting into trouble. It's about 1.7, 1.68, 1.7 centimeters in height. Now the diameter is going to be a bit hard because obviously of the shape of it. So we'll do it. We'll do it basically from the high point of one to the trough of another, if that makes sense. So I think that's probably a good way of doing it. So hopefully you can see what I mean by that. Yeah, so it's about 2.8 centimeters there. We did the height, didn't we? Yeah, and at the bottom, I'll do the same thing at the bottom. Obviously not quite as yeah, it goes to about 2.2, 2.3 centimeters at the bottom. There we go. Yeah. Yes, orange chocolate showdown like the white chocolates. Yes. Well, yeah, maybe so actually, Sham. Yeah, there's more of them around now, isn't there? There wasn't really at the time, so yeah, might have to look into that one. Could be a good one to do. Maybe a mint one as well. They've been discontinued, have they, Andrew? No, that's a shame. Yeah. You missed anything, Joe? Not really. No, just been me waffling on, I think. Now, basically, there's 2 trays. There's 40 chocolates in total. Oh yes, we didn't do how many different types of chocolates there were, so I'll just do that now. Yeah, and also this is there's a Christmas edition of this one. It had some extra chocolates in. The ones that were missing were the Raspberry Kiss, Orange Surprise, and Rose Bliss. So we'll do those last, basically. They were replaced by special Christmassy type ones or wintry ones. So I think there's 2 of each here, actually, you could say. So hearts is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, there's 2 of each, this one. So basically you get 4 of each chocolate. So that's pretty good, that, isn't it? So there's a perfectly equal distribution in this. So they've even got that right. Bizarrely enough, a lot of the chocolate companies just don't do that. So this one they've literally got, as I say, there's 2 trays. So the other one's identical. Yeah, and there's 2 of each in each tray. So I mean, what more could you want? It's perfect. And they've done it nice as well. Nice, and they've distributed it quite well. They've kind of done some together, some opposites. Well, not quite opposite, but well, opposite depending on how you look at it. Yeah, so well done. I think they've done there. It's a good job, that one. Yeah, so this is made by Nestlé. Now, oddly, they don't do like a celebration. We were just talking about this, weren't we, in the premiere the other day? They don't do like their own sort of celebrations, heroes type selection. It'd be good if they did. I know they do Quality Street, but it's not the same thing. Weetabix melts. Now, someone mentioned them. Yeah, someone mentioned them, but I haven't done them, Sham. No, I'm tempted by them, but I always wonder, is it a bit of a waste of time with Weetabix, because they're meant to be a healthy thing, and then obviously just putting some nice stuff in there, which obviously makes them a bit, I don't know, is it a silly combination, but it'd be nice to taste. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Do look nice, don't you, Joe? You're right, they do look very nice. Yeah. Located a few weeks. Well, you've got plenty of time in AB, so that's good. But yeah, keep me updated as to how it goes. Hopefully it'll go well. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Yes, good equal distribution. They're all milk ones in this one, it seems. They've got some token gestures to dark chocolate like this on the top here. Now, I'll say we have sort of reviewed this before. It's one of those, so there's only 3 differences. So, but we'll see if they've changed. So I'll give this a chop. Boom. Crikey. That was quite a hard one there. Right, so we kind of just missed the, we can see it's got sort of full vanilla there. Don't know if that's white chocolate. It doesn't say it's white chocolate. If it focuses in, will it focus? I don't know why it won't focus. I think it's trying to look at that plate, but I don't know why. It thinks the plate's important. Yes, there you go. There are, so, there we are. It's slightly focused in, hasn't it? Slightly, just about. There you go. Nothing too special about it. Just looks, there's no I can't see any vanilla pod dots or anything like that. Yeah. Very white. It's a bit too white, that still, isn't it? I wonder if the brightness wasn't toned down dark enough. I thought it was, but dropping them there, dropping them all over the place. This one's definitely taken a beating, but it seems to have survived it quite well. All right, so let's lift myself up and then give it a taste. Looks very nice, this one. As I said, I don't think it's white chocolate though. Yeah, whatever reason it is. So yeah, perhaps let's see. I'll just sort the brightness again. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So okay. Sometimes look a bit. Yeah. The brightness seems to be a bit funny, really. Okay, there we go. So let's give this a taste. I got most of it in this one, actually, so not quite equal distribution, but let's give it a taste. Let's do it. There's a nice crisp crunch to it, actually. Nice, It's as if the, I think actually there's like sort of small Rice Krispie pieces inside the vanilla bit, actually, and in the other half you can see them. If it focuses in. Yeah, I don't know if you can quite make out those lighter little sort of puffy pieces that are on it. Hard to see, but you might be able to just make them out in the middle of the chocolate. Basically, it's got little crunchy pieces in there, which are really nice, actually. Does it even say that? I don't think it even mentions that, but there are little crunchy sort of fine crunch. There you go. It does say a fine crunch. Yes, it's got a little Rice Krispie piece in there. That's that was very nice. That, you know, in fact, to the point where I might have to finish it off. Now, it's not white chocolate, I don't think. It seems more like I mean, it might be, but it doesn't. I don't think there's white chocolate in the set. Let's have a quick look, see if I can see any. I can't easily see it saying white chocolate in there. It might say it somewhere, but I can't see it. Okay, interesting. Nonetheless, it's very nice. I don't think it was. I think it was more like a sort of vanilla mousse. I think, but it was very nice, that one. It was a lovely, crispy, sort of subtle Rice Krispie piece in there, quite fine bits, but a nice little crunch. Couldn't really taste the dark chocolate, of course, but it's mainly just that vanilla taste. The rest of it was kind of, you know, might add a slight change to the textures and taste and things, but it wasn't too prominent. But it was very nice, actually. I found that little crunch really made a difference, and that's some of the things that are missing from some of these other chocolate selections, where they have certain things in it, even ones that sound really posh, like the Hotel Chocolat ones. They're sometimes just missing that something else inside the flavoured centre or whatever. And this one's done a good job there. I actually quite, I quite like that. Yeah. Let's see if the cream's a bit creamy. In this case, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, no, yeah, sorry, Andrew. Yeah, quite. Sorry, I missed that bit. Yes, mildly amused. Well, I thought it was a secret chocolate. Yeah, I thought it was a secret chocolate. I thought we'd found like a really nice hidden Easter egg there. You know, Easter egg in brackets. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the premiere, Sharon. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good to see you there. It's always good to chat to you. It's a good chance to just chat to you in those premieres, because I can kind of be doing it. I don't have to just do it live as well, like, you know. So I can. It's quite nice, actually. So I'm glad you turn up. Maltese orange ice creams. Yes, I have reviewed those in the members chat, members reviews as well, Sham. So if you do join, you'll be able to watch that as well. Yeah, so see what I think as well. It's sneaky, just like Hazelnut and Alpine milk. Yeah. Well, this is. I think it's a bit. They are a bit. Well, yeah. Minimal effort. I think, Andrew, is the gist of it. Yeah. Surprises. I was that surprised since I was cheated out of a camp. Well, this is it. I mean, I was very surprised. I thought this one would be a bit, yeah. Well, oh, yeah, so yes. I know, well, that's it. I just thought we'd find a hidden chocolate. You know, yeah. It'd be nice if they did do that, little Easter egg underneath the, maybe underneath all the packaging, you know, when I lifted it all out. They actually did have a secret chocolate there. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? I mean, I can understand why they don't do that. But it'd be nice if they did. I think that'd be something in a special, you know, upmarket chocolate range. I think it'd be good if they could do something like that. That'd be quite interesting. That would be. Yeah, the vanilla cup, very impressed with this one. Very nice, actually. I thought that addition of the crisp just added a nice extra texture, actually. It was really tasty. You know, it wasn't really anything like milk dark, or it's got things that obviously seem to incorporate milk dark and white chocolate in there, but you don't really get any of that. You know, it's mainly the vanilla taste, to be honest with you. So it's kind of a bit of, I don't know if it's quite smoke and mirrors, but it's not quite what you might expect from it, you know. But it's got a nice vanilla taste. I actually quite enjoy it. I thought that crisp really added to it. And I think it's just the other bits, like the little milk around the outside and the dark chocolate. They're kind of just nice little touches, really. They're probably more for appearance than anything else, but they are there, and you can slightly taste them to an extent. No, I thought it was good, that one. It's probably not, you know, it's not anywhere near a 4.5 out of 5, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, that one. Yeah, I liked it. It was, you know, possibly a low 4, you know, but I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a surprising one that could otherwise be, I think, overlooked as a pretty boring one. I thought that wasn't too bad. Just wiping the plate up now. We're going to get rid of all the bits and pieces. It's annoying when you wipe the you wipe with a cloth and then you get more dirt after it because when you've got later on when I've got even more old chocolate all over the cloth. But yeah, no, I was impressed with that. Very nice. Good start. A good start. Now, of course, there is always the the first chocolate syndrome where perhaps the first one always tastes best because you're really ready for them. I don't know, and by the end of it you're sick of it. But so bear that in mind. But I think in this case, I have prepped myself today with some, as I say, golden billionaire caramel magnums. So yeah. Yeah, live Q&A. I probably will do at some point, Sham. I think I might leave it to maybe a 2,000 subscriber special, maybe Sham. I think, because then I've got more people to be asking more questions. I'm a bit worried that there probably won't be enough questions to, to sort of it'll kind of yeah. If there's not enough people asking enough questions, so I might leave it till a 2,000 subscriber special. But I'll definitely keep it in mind, Sham. Yes, and then hopefully you'll be there for that. Fingers crossed it won't be too long away either. Fingers crossed. You never know. Yeah, cookies and cream sundae is a relatively new one. Yeah, which one's that one? Cookies and cream. Oh yes, okay. I can't remember if it was in the Christmas one. Yeah, a few years ago, 2 boring ones. Yeah, that's quite good that they changed it about. Yeah. Yes, first chocolate. I know. I should patent it. Well, trademark that idea, shouldn't I? First chocolate syndrome. Yeah. Oh dear. Caramel mocha magnums. I don't think I have actually. Those new ones, AB, they sound very nice. I might have to get those. That's for sure. Yeah, I need to remember about them. Have you seen them anywhere, AB? Exhall Grange. No, is that a place or a chocolate sham? I've not heard of that. No, I haven't. Yeah, unless you mean Exhall Orange, and misspelt it, but no, I haven't. Hazel Smooth we'll go on to next, but yeah, let me know what it is, yes. Simply Delicious Hazelnut Flavoured Praline. Okay, so here's your praline, here's your hazelnut. So this is a typical one, and we've all seen this before in every set under the sun. But we'll we'll go with it, see what it's like. So it looks quite nice, though. I quite like the look of it. Nice flat bottom as well. It's a school. No, I've not heard of that. No. Whereabouts? Yeah, I don't know what does it. Is it a chocolate school? Should go there if it is. But yes, yeah, it looks it looks an interesting one. This one. I don't know if it's meant to be like 3 hazelnuts. I'm not sure what it's meant to be. But it looks quite nice. Yeah. I'll make sure it focuses in on it. It's half focusing, soft focus, I think you'd say. Okay, let's move down and have a look at it. Cookies and cream sundae. Yeah, sounds quite new. Right? Unfortunately, I can't quite recall what was in the Christmas one. There we go. So here we are. Let's give it the old measure then. So measure the. So it's obviously not. It's not as wide at the top. It seems to be a common technique they use for these chocolates. It could be an aesthetic thing, but they definitely are not bothered by the fact that they'll save money on it. Okay, so we'll do the height of it. It's about 1.6 centimeters in height. So yes, width at the bottom. So we'll do it again from the trough in the middle, in between the 2 points to the bit at the top. Okay, about 2.8, 2.9 centimeters, 2.87 in total, to be exact. And we'll kind of do the same at the top, just to see if we can as best we can. It's not as accurate this, but yeah, about 2.13 the bottom. So yeah, it's gone from about 2.9 to 2.1. So you lose quite a lot there between the top and the bottom, the heights. We'll give it a bit of a chop as well. Yes. Yes, always go. Yes. Well, this is it. I mean, this is what I'm worried about, Andrew, as well. In the summer months, when doing with some chocolates, it might be too hot. So if you have a heat wave again, it might get a bit difficult to do them. So I'm a bit worried about what to do at that point. So we'll see. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, we need some air conditioning or something. Who knows? But yeah, not obviously not a frequent problem we have in the UK, but it will be typical that is something I'll have to face. Yeah. So. I know. I mean, well, chocolate. I mean, a chocolate school. I mean, either as an ornament to eat, or as a place to learn how to do chocolate, I think would be a great place. A chocolate school. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you can see got quite a thick chocolate topper to it. It's quite a thick chocolate there at the top. You can see that's focused in pretty well this time. Apologies for my injured finger there. I'll try and remove that. Yeah. So. yeah, that's pretty good, that, doesn't it? That's not too bad. But as I say, it's hazelnut praline. It's the typical stuff. You know, we've seen it all before. Yeah, not too bad though. Looks okay. Fig chocolate, as I say, the chocolate thickness is quite. Let's have a see. I'll just measure it on the old ruler. Don't know if you can see it. About 3 millimeters thick that at the top, so not too bad at its thickest point. So that's not bad. Okay, that's. Oh dear. Honestly, honestly. But yes, but let's have a see. So yeah, let's. Right. Okay, let's go back up top. I might give it a taste. So I'm not expecting too much from this one. I mean, you know, every chocolate selection pretty much has a hazelnut praline in it, or a praline of some kind. They're always a bit mundane, aren't they? But nonetheless, we must give it a go. So let's do it. Not bad, you know. Certainly better than I was expecting. I think the chocolate's just quite nice, actually. Again, I don't know. Well, I was going to say, I don't know if first chocolate syndrome's still there. Maybe going into second chocolate syndrome. But you know, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, I think it's just quite nice. I think the chocolate is being quite thick on it has really helped it out. I mean, Nestlé's not known for its great milk chocolate, I must say. But in this case, I'm quite happy with it. I think it's quite nice. Yeah. I don't think the centre's too hazelnutty. It's quite chocolatey as well, really. So it's actually not as I say it's not very hazelnutty, I think, and for me that's a good thing because I think hazelnut praline's a bit. I don't know. I'm not against things like Kinder Bueno and stuff. I very much like those, but I think just hazelnut praline normally is a bit. So that's not really a praline in those. I think just hazelnut praline is a bit. It's just a bit of a. I don't know. Not my favourite sort of flavour. I think it's quite nice without the hazelnut taste. Basically, it's just a praline. I mean, I know obviously Kinder Bueno centre's not quite the same. I quite like that as it is, really. And it's just got a nice creamy taste to it. I can't pick up these chocolate pieces. I'm trying to wipe at the same time. Get rid of it all from the plate. Yeah, I think that one's really nice. I think the chocolate was just very a nice galaxy-like milk chocolate. Actually, it was. I mean, not saying it's exactly the same, but it was a nice type of creamy chocolate. I actually quite enjoyed that. And the hazel, as I say, the hazel filling wasn't too hazelnutty. It was quite nice and smooth. It wasn't bad, you know. It wasn't bad. I think that was better than I expected. I'm a bit worried that, as I say, it is first chocolate syndrome keeping on to the second one. That's never normally happened. Yeah, but I quite enjoyed that. Maybe I'll come back to it at the end just to check that I still believe that that's as nice as it was. But I thought the chocolate was a nice thickness to it, and it was just nice all around. It all complemented each other really well, and I don't know really. I feel this is wrong, but I'm hazelnut praline. I'm thinking about giving a 4 out of 5, and I think I will 4 out of 5. I feel like I will have to come back to remind me to double check that one because I am a bit worried that is first chocolate syndrome that's just continuing on. But at the moment, it tasted really nice. Yeah, I was very impressed with that. Yeah. Hazelnut Maryland. I hope to Sham. I need to get hold of it basically. It is one on my radar. I just need to find it. Yeah. So do you know where? Have you seen it anywhere? Yeah. Normally, Andrew, I wouldn't be that bothered about it at all. But for some reason, it tasted quite nice. So we'll see how it goes. But it didn't taste like it didn't have the chopped hazelnuts in it like the green triangle. It was a lot nicer than that. It was a lot smoother. Obviously, you'll have had this before, so I'm sure you know. But yeah, I definitely would. This is a lot better than the green triangle. I'm really not bothered about that at all. Yeah, it was just a nice smooth. It was very milk chocolatey rather than hazelnutty. I actually quite enjoyed it. Yeah, but as I say, I'm a bit worried that it is, you know, first chocolate syndrome that's just not quite gone away yet. But normally, as I say, it does literally only last for the first chocolate. But we'll see. Yeah, I liked it. I like that. Very nice. And hi, Isaac. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. No exams today, I hope. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, good to see you though. Good to see you. But yeah, Sharon, let me know if you see the hazelnut. I think Alan Lockhart's seen it somewhere. It is on my radar. Hopefully I will get to it. We've got such a backlog. I've got a massive new stash of chocolate as well, by the way. So for Stash Watch this week, there's a huge amount of good chockies to come. So the crispy, right, so we've got the cookies and creme sundae this time. A delightful cookie crumb centre wrapped in milk chocolates. This sounds exciting. Doesn't look too exciting. I must say, it's not the best design in the world. It looks typically like a nutty one, this one, with that kind of stripy top. No, not yet either, Sham. So they're on my list as well. Yeah, do you know where they are? I've not come across them yet, but they are on my radar. Hopefully this week and next I'm going to do a few shopping trips, so hopefully I'll pick them up. Basically, there's a few things I want: the blackcurrant Jaffa cakes, those choconutties, as you say, the hazelnutters, and those chocolate biscuits as well, and something else that I can't quite remember what it was. But yeah, so it looks quite nice, this one, doesn't it? Doesn't look too bad, but a bit plain. So I just contradicted myself there. I said it didn't look anything special. It doesn't look anything special, but looks okay. Tesco, yeah, I need to get to Tesco basically. Yeah, Sham, we'll get there. And yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you, Isaac. I'm not too bad at all. Yes, very much ready for these and enjoying them so far, I must say. I'm happy with these chocolates so far. Although, so we've just patented or copyrighted first chocolate syndrome for these videos. Where basically the first one always tastes amazing because you're very much ready for them. By the time you get to the end, you're a bit sick. Sick of chocolate generally. So let's have a look. How's doing Tesco? Right, I'll have a look then. I'll be, as I say, I'll be shopping a bit this week. Yeah, so I've been doing some online shopping lately. Long story short is sometimes it's difficult to spot new stuff, or they don't always have it on the websites. So yeah, so I need to go in person. Diameter at the bottom, about 2.9, well 2.9 centimeters, 3 centimeters basically. Diameter at the top, roughly. We'll do it where there's no pattern. It's a bit of a rough one, this, because I can't quite where to draw the line. About 2.57, 2.6. We lost about 3 millimeters there, or maybe 4 millimeters. And the height of it, so I will measure the design this time because it is kind of hard not to. About 1.4, 1.5 centimeters in height. Yeah, without the design, more or less about 1.37. Yeah, so lost about a millimeter basically. I think it's about right. Yeah. Shout out to you, Isaac. Of course you can. Hello, Isaac. Good to see you. Oh dear. Yes, it's an orange Malteser biscuit, Isaac. Yeah. And of course you have a nice shout out. Yes. So good to see you, Isaac. By the way, and good luck with all your exams, as I say. Hopefully, let me know how you get on with those. Oh yeah, thank you, AB. It was a chap who mentioned them in the comments actually, and unfortunately he had a bit of a difficult name to remember, and I keep forgetting what it was. It was something. Unfortunately, I can't remember, but it was his suggestion. Yeah, so hopefully, if he's watching, thank you so much, and do leave a comment or a chat or something so I can thank you again. But yes. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so this is one where the cream might be too creamy, Andrew. Yeah, it's a chocolate cookies and creme sundae, cookie crumb centre wrapped in milk. So it's basically an Oreo type centery sort of a shenanigan. So I don't know, will it focus in? Is it thinking about it? I don't know what it tries to focus in on something. It could be my hands at the back, I don't know, or the plate, or the both. I think if it's given options, it always picks the wrong one, basically. So not try and focus in on the stars, maybe, I don't know. You can see it's sort of changing colour slightly. Hard to force it. What I need actually is, here we go. Yes. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, there we are, look at that. Yeah, there we go. So you can see there's lots of crumb in there. I think those little orangey looking bits, I think are actually from the knife where it's gone down through it, I think. I'm not sure, hard to say. Could be something. But you can clearly see, I don't know, well, I doubt that actually. I can't believe that. So I don't know what they are. Yeah, but the other half kind of collapsed a bit. So I can't really show you the other half. But I think it might be, but it only seems to be on the front. Just sneezed there, sorry about that, that's me. Yeah, so I can't see any sort of orangey bits in this one. Only seems to be on that, so I think it is the knife that's done it, basically. See the colours, how it struggles with some of the colours sometimes, but there we go, there you are, it's a bit better. Alright, so I'll give it a taste, I think. Okay, have some chocolate. If only I could pass it through the camera, Isaac, if only I could. Yeah. No, I do apologise, but well, maybe one day, if you know well in advance, you could be eating them at the same time as me and perhaps giving your own feedback as well. That'd be quite interesting. Yeah. So we got a communal review, perhaps. Yeah. So there we go. I just upped up the thing again. So there we are. Yes, I'll give it a taste then. We'll give it a taste. Yeah, fingers crossed the cream's not too creamy. Yes, we'll see. Film what I do when I'm not filming, guys. Well, Sham, possibly one day if I can. It's just difficult to fit all of it in, really. There's so many, it's quite difficult. So I'll try and do things like that when I can, really. Yeah, but do keep your suggestions coming. It is something I'd like to do. It's just difficult to do it all. Yeah, it is difficult, but yes, I'll try and do some more things like that. Especially, I'll say probably things like that. Again, I don't want to keep touting it really, but maybe for the members of stuff, I'd do little extras for that. You see, so that's my plan really. Just to give little perks. I realise it's a bit unfair really because not everyone can be a member, but it's I think it's kind of the the nature of the beast, isn't it really? Thank you, Isaac. So nice of you to say that. It's so nice of you to say. Yes, always leave lovely. You and Sham everyone leaves lovely comments. To be honest with you, it's always say lovely things, but it's always appreciated. So thank you so much. Right, so let's give this one a taste. Is the cream too creamy? Let's find out. It seems to have a little. I don't know if you noticed around the top of it. There's like another layer of something, doesn't it? You can see like the arch of the cream, and then above it there's like another layer of something between that and the chocolate. So interesting. Let's give it a go. It is kind of that Oreo filling. Oreo, not Oreo filling, but Oreo chocolate bar filling, like you get with dairy milk and things like that. But it's not too bad because it's done in a small, maybe because I've only had half of it. It's okay. It's that kind of filling. The crunch is quite nice actually. I quite like the crunch. It doesn't really. It's meant to be a kind of Oreo type affair, cookies and creme, but it doesn't really taste too much like that. It does have that sort of sickly cream sense a bit. The cream perhaps is a bit too creamy, Andrew, in this case. Yeah, exactly, Rick. It's pretty much that. It's pretty much the Oreo. It's a bit nicer than that because the crunch in it was a bit bigger. It's actually better than that because the if I can speak, the crunchy bits in it or the biscuity pieces, the cookie pieces are actually a bit bigger and are more tangible and actually a bit nicer. But the fluffy part was essentially the same. So it's a bit mundane, that one, unfortunately. It's kind of one of those sleeper ones that have took over. We all talk about orange chocolate at the moment being so prominent, and there was obviously salted caramel and chili chocolate as well a few years back as well. They were kind of the ones, but cookies and cream has kind of snuck in, hasn't it? And it is everywhere now, and all these Oreo flavoured stuffs and things. It just seems to have been a sort of sleeper cell of chocolate flavours. So this one's better than the Oreo egg because you got that crunch, but it's essentially the same. It's not as bad though. I think it's a bit more enjoyable. They've done it as well as they could have done, I think, for that flavour. So it's not quite as 3 out of 5 as the others. I think it's probably more of a 3.5 out of 5, that one. I think I preferred it a bit more. It's still not great, but that little crunch adds slightly to it, to be honest with you. So it kind of works as well as it could, I think, is the gist of it. They've done as good a job with a pretty mundane flavour as they could. For me, at least, that sort of creamy centre is just too creamy, and the cream's too creamy. And it's just a bit too, you have to take a shot every time I say that. But it's just a bit, I don't know. It's just a bit. I don't know. For me, it's just a bit of a rubbish flavour, really, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not into it at all. I quite like cookies. I quite like Oreo biscuits and things like this. It's just when the implementation of it is just never that great, in a chocolate form. Yeah. So, yeah. I know. There you go, Andrew. You just won the sweepstake. Yeah. Favourite chocolate, Isaac? Very difficult one. Very difficult one, that. I will probably be doing a top 50 chocolates of all time, or top 100 maybe, actually, this year at some point. I did aim to do it around June, July, so I'll see. It'll take a bit of time to do it because I've got to compile it all. So I'll leave that for then, yeah, but it'll be a difficult one. But yes, and hi Scotty, how you doing? Out and about today? Oh, don't worry. Well, thank you for dropping by anyway. It's good to see you, of course. I know it's difficult for you sometimes, and don't worry. I know you make it when you can. But yeah, hopefully you're doing a scouting trip and you find something nice. So I'm sure you'll update us all later. Yeah, you're right, Rick. It's not really a selection box. But, well, in this case, they're doing well. Yeah, I know. In this case, I can. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Really, I think you're right. It's an interesting one, but I know what you mean. It doesn't really feel special at all. I think in this case, I say the cookie pieces being as big as they are has made it work a bit better than normal. But yeah, well, the problem is I know the alternative will just be some kind of truffle, or praline or something like that. So yeah, I guess it does mix it up a bit. So I'm on the fence. I can see it swings around about, but you're right. I think there could be better things in there. There definitely could be better things. But yeah, but this kind of set is a funny one. It's kind of like it's not pretentious set, but it's not a sort of mundane set either. So it's like in between. It's got a mix of stuff, and I quite like that. I can appreciate that. So what have we got next? A crispy praline ripple. Hazelnut praline. Here we go. Hazelnut praline truffle with a crispy bite. So interesting. So it's kind of a mix of the first two almost. It's got the sort of. All right, but it's a bit of a shame that it's just the same another hazelnut praline. Yeah, exactly. And speaking of which, this is what we've got now, Rick. Got another hazelnut praline. So there we go. Yeah. Okay. There we are. So a bit of a different shape. This one. You can see the crispy bits in there though already through the top, which is quite nice. I assume they're not chopped hazelnuts. So they might save it again, having these crunchy pieces in there, which he did not with the hazel smooth, but he did with the vanilla cup. So interesting. So let's move down. Let's have a look. I'll just adjust the brightness again. But look, we have the old thingamabob now, don't we? So the backing sheet to help us. Might keep that for so we can focus in a bit better for the future. There we go. It's just adjusted the brightness slightly. Right. Okay. So yeah, let's give it. Let's move myself forward a bit. Chocolate's everywhere. Chocolate. All over the place. Right. Let's see. Didn't used to be praline. What was it then, Andrew? What was it? Just solid chocolate. That's a shame then. Yeah, it's like a bit like the. That's a shame. Yeah, why did they change like the orange bite from roses, which I actually quite liked. Yeah, orange crisp. Oh, thank you, Isaac. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the bottom row. Well, this is it. The bottom. We'll save the best till last, Andrew. There we go. Yeah. So this one, 4 centimeters there, bottom. At the top, about 3.67, 3.68, about 3.7. Yeah, so we lost about 3 millimeters there, I think. Yeah, pretty much. And the height, as I said, I don't know if we did the height, but we'll do it again just in case. About 1.4. Okay, yeah, interesting. Right. So if we did the width as well, we'll do the width. 2 centimeters, 2.04. The width at the top at 1.5. Lost about half a centimetre there, quite a lot. Let's give it a bit of a cut. Yeah, it's interesting. You can't find any. Yeah, it was on set. Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I don't know what it's like in Brazil, Joe. It's going to be different. Obviously, I think maybe could be the climate's different. So where you are, I imagine it's a lot hotter than here. So I imagine that makes a difference. What they can stock and things. Yeah, living on the internet. Yeah, it's a shame that. Yeah, shame, Joe. Hopefully somehow you can get them. Maybe I have to do. Let me know some Brazilian chocs out and about. See what they're like, and I can give them a try. Do you have many chocolates in Brazil? Is it it not a typical thing because of the heat? I know they can adjust things for heat and stuff, but so you can see there's crispy bits on the outside, quite a thick chocolate layer on the top, and I think you can slightly see on the inside there's a bit of a praline centre. A bit hard to see, of course, there. Hopefully you can. We'll just get the old backer. Yes, there we go. It's you might be able to just see that different layer. It's kind of a praline layer. Yeah, would point it out, but it's a bit difficult. Yeah, I can't quite do it. Yeah, I think you can see it better there, can't you? If you can just see that sort of lighter coloured part in the centre. So quite a thick chocolate layer there. Interesting. So it's, yeah, see if we can measure it actually, just how thick that is at the top. Obviously it might change depending on different chocolates, might be slightly different, but it's roughly, looks to be a good ½ centimetre, maybe 6 millimetres. Not bad. Okay, let's give this one a taste. Oh, you're from Scotland as well, there, Isaac. Yeah, good to see you. Well, I know AB, I think, no, not AB, Scotty and Alan Lockhart are from Scotland. Yeah, see, I'm from the north of Manchester, basically, around Manchester. Right, let's give this one a taste then. Yeah, I reckon it'd be better solid chocolate, but let's give it a go. It's still quite, there's still a lot of, you know, a thick chocolate there, as I say, good 6 millimetres on the top and probably a bit less on the side. Let's say what you mentioned before. So let's give it a go. You never know, could be surprised. It's definitely reminiscent of Nestlé Crunch, but as I say, with that praline, yeah, I don't think it adds to it, the praline. It's not bad though, as I say, because similar to the Hazel Smooth. The praline's got a relatively nice taste to it. It's not too, you know, hazelnutty, I guess, or whatever. But long story short is, it'd be better if it wasn't in it. If it was just a solid bar of chocolate, I think it'd be really nice actually. Talking a good 4.5 out of 5 probably from me, because I really like that sort of thing. But as it stands, the praline just really detracts from that sort of crunchy, bitey chocolate, I think. And you, as I say, would have a, almost like, as I say, a Nestle Crunch bar here. But perhaps a bit thicker, you know, because it would be a bit thicker, a bit of a block. I think that'd be really nice. It's a real shame that they've done that, I think. Don't need to have pralines in everything. All these selections always have pralines all over the place. It's just not necessary. We've had them in two. Have we had them twice already? At least once, anyway. Yeah, once before already. You know, yeah, we just don't need it really. You know, if it's not needed, you know what I mean. If that makes sense. So yeah, I wish this one had stayed the same, Andrew. Like you're saying, I don't know if you said it. You wish it stayed the same, but it was. I can imagine for sure it would have been better as a solid block. You used to have it in rose as well, the crispy bite, whatever it's called. I really like that one as a favourite of mine. And I think Nestlé solid chocolate is quite nice, even though their milk chocolate's not normally that great, although it's been quite nice in this. And when they do a block of it like a Yorkie or something, it usually works quite well. And I think this would have been really nice as a solid block of chocolate, and I could definitely see myself giving it a 4.5 out of 5. But as it stands, I like the crunchiness of it. It's still quite thick, but it loses it because it's just soft in the middle. And the praline isn't bad actually. It's one of the better pralines I've had actually, because it just seems to balance the hazelnut taste and the amount of it quite well. But nonetheless, it's maybe because I know what it should be. Yeah, I think it's not a low 3.5 out of 5, but it's a 3.5 out of 5. I think I don't dislike that one. It's not bad. I think it's better than the cookies and creme one, you know, even though they both got the same rating. But it's just, I don't know, it's one of those that's not quite there. You know, I think the praline just doesn't need to be there, basically. Yeah. I haven't seen One Born Every Minute. No, it looks a bit too graphic for me, that one. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, solid chocolate. 2018, was it literally solid chocolate, Andrew? Did it have crispy pieces in then as well? Yeah, praline doesn't need to be there. Long story short with that one, add a star if the praline's not there. It shouldn't be there. I don't know why they've done that. Stupid, really. It seems like they've done it for the sake of it. I don't know why they would have done that. You know, because I say it's quite nice. It's just like a nice crunch there. It's quite a thick chocolate as well. I mean, the regular milk chocolate crunch isn't the best. The white chocolate one's a lot nicer, really. But the fact that it's got thick chocolate in that block makes it better than the actual milk chocolate crunch, Nestle milk chocolate crunch bar. You probably hear me just wiping the plate. Okay, there we go. Right. So what's next? So it's just the last one on the top row, caramel truffle. All right. So is this a truffle flavored caramel, or is it? Let's have a look. Or caramel flavored truffle. Yeah, truffle flavored caramel. Caramel flavored truffle. All right. Yeah, it meets the light crispy pieces in milk and white chocolate. Okay. So it's got crispy pieces in again. So I like the way they are going a bit more out of it than they perhaps needed to. They are putting like little crispy pieces in to give it a bit more something, a bit more oomph. This one looks a bit like Mount Fuji. I don't think it's meant to be, but it does look a bit like it. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. So it's obviously white chocolate, probably a bit of an afterthought. It does specifically mention white chocolate though this time. Quite nice that it's got it. It's just the old. Promise I can't see this now. There we go. Yeah, so you can see there. That's quite nice. Interesting. Okay, let's zoom down a bit. That's a good point, Rick. Good point there. Yeah, you never see mint in these selections, do you? I mean, there are mint selections, which are literally just mints, of course, but you never see, yeah, just a mint one. Yeah, and as you say, for the amount of mint chocolates that are out and about, that is a strange one. Yeah, it's a good point. That not realised that, but you're right. Yeah, I mean, the argument I guess you could say is that it would affect the taste of all the others, because obviously you got the mint taste. But then that's the case whenever you see mint in anything anyway, generally, doesn't it? You never normally. Well, let's see. I think we've ever seen mint where it was sort of like yeah. I'm not sure actually, yeah, because I think you don't normally see it, do you, together with other things? So I'm just trying. I'm sure I did see it in something that was with other things, but I can't think what it was now. But yeah, anyway, as you say, you rarely see mint in them, yeah, and it's a bit surprising. I'm sure it could work. I don't know why it's not. Yeah. I think it would be a good addition to it. Yes, I think, and so you're not really technically meant to just scuff them all at once. I mean, I know most people do. But yeah, but it's a good point that. But I think you're right. The divisive nature. I think it's the fact that I think it would just affect the other tastes, isn't it? I think, but I think it's definitely. I think for me, things like hazelnut and stuff is definitely what I would consider to be more of a divisive choice. But then I guess that's not in here either, is it? It's hazelnut flavour, but not an actual hazelnut. So, but yeah, it really is not really something you find, is it? So it's 1.7 in height. Yeah, so it could just be a bit, yeah. I think it's just the fact, as you say, it could be a bit divisive, but also would just affect the taste of the others. But even so, I think they could still do it. 3 centimetres. Yeah, down at the bottom. At the top is almost impossible. I don't think I'll do it at the top. It's kind of impossible to do it. Not perfect, a bit lopsided mountain. Okay, let's give it a bit of a chop then. So I reckon the white chocolate might separate here from the rest of it, so we'll see. Oh no, it didn't. Sometimes a bad sign, but okay, so it's got a bit of a thickness to it, the white chocolate. Okay, so it's a caramel flavoured truffle, so it's a bit of a truffly one, so it's another one of those really, but it does promise to have crispy pieces in, which could make the difference really. You never know. Oh yeah, no, can we get it to focus in? Oh, there it has done. I was about to get the backer. There we go. Yeah, so some crispy pieces you can just see dotted around the edge. Roblox, did you say, Isaac? Yeah, I've not played that. I've heard good things about it. But yeah, they're a bit time sinky, those ones, where I just need, so much time. But yes, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. Oh dear, I'm trying to play Pokemon Snap is my next one. I'm trying to play. I think it's just come out for the Switch, so I'll probably be playing that at some point. So I've got a few games on my to play list, unfortunately, and I can't. Yeah, difficult to find the time, especially when sometimes you just end up pootling about. Okay, right. Let's give this one a taste. Yeah, favourite chocolate's mint as well, Isaac. Yeah, see. Okay. I think 3/4 of all the Krispies in the world are contained in these dairy boxes. I think you're probably right there, Andrew. They certainly are using it, that's for sure. They've definitely got it somewhere and they need to get rid of it. Let's give this one a taste. Not bad. And the problem is, it's the caramel flavoured truffle. It's a bit I don't mind the chocolate around the edge, and the white chocolate can kind of taste slightly, but the main taste is the caramel flavoured truffle, and it's a bit, it's like, you know, it's like something pretending to be caramel, basically, that isn't quite as nice. Yeah, why it's not just caramel, or chewy caramel or something, excuse me, you know, that would be much better. I know Nestle do caramel in their chocolates, I've seen it. So why they can't do caramel? Just do caramel in it. You know, exactly the same, but caramel, a liquid caramel, or a chewy caramel, or both, you know, liquid and chewy, and whatever they want to do. But why don't they do that? They've done a truffle again for no reason other than to have a truffle in, and there's so many of them, truffles, pralines, you know, what's the other ones, nougats, whatever they are, and there's something else, isn't there? That's another name for them. I always forget what the third one is. Noisette or whatever, there we go, I think. Nougat maybe not quite the same, but anyway, those three at least, the other three. Yeah. Why they've done it again in this one? Just do a caramel. I don't know. There might be another caramel down there. I don't think there is actually. Which is, yeah. So runny caramel, perfect excuse for it. Why they don't do it, I don't know. It's just when you can't. As I say, the main taste is unfortunately, is that sort of caramel flavored truffle, and it's just not that great. It's just not that great, and it's a truffle. It's a bit. The other truffles have been okay, although pralines have not been too bad. But this one, yeah, it's just a bit. It's the flavouring. It's just not that great a flavour. Yeah, so this one for me, I think I can't really taste the white chocolate. It's there slightly, but it's gone very quickly because of that. There's not much of it, but it's gone very quickly for whatever is there of it because of the caramel truffle. Yeah, and it's a shame. You can kind of taste the milk chocolate a bit more, but again, that gets lost quite quickly as well. So I think this one's a 3 out of 5. It's the weakest in the set so far for sure. And it's a shame really. They could have had more white chocolate to make the whole thing white chocolate and have caramel in the middle. You rarely see white chocolate and caramel, but do that. 10 for me, orange Yorkies. I definitely want to get those, Shaham. I really do. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those. Mint chocolate ball lints. I don't know if I've tried those, you know. I don't know if I've tried them. I have to look out for those. Another one I've got to look out for. You can see the problem already. But yes, I'll have to look out for them, Isaac. They sound very tasty. Yeah. Runny chocolate flavoured caramel heart. Ah, that's the one. Yeah, I missed it. I knew I'd seen. I just couldn't see it for looking then. Yes, yeah. So we did have a runny caramel in then. So okay. I think a caramel truffle. I don't know what the alternative would be then. They've got a caramel heart in there. I think, but you know, maybe a chewy caramel or I don't know. I think caramel truffle. I don't know why they've done that. You know, they could have just had a solid chocolate one as well. Although there might be one somewhere else. I'm not sure. I feel like there should have been something better. Maybe just a half milk and half white chocolate one. I don't know. But the caramel truffle, whatever, that's, yeah. I don't know, but it's a bit different. They haven't really done, I mean, they've done pralines in it and things. I just feel like there could be something a bit better. But yeah, I think you're right, Andrew. They have done at least a runny caramel in the next one we're about to do. So there is that, so we can give them that. But yeah, bit of chocolate left on the plate. But I think, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just it could be better, that one. It's the weakest one in the set so far for me, for sure. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's unpleasant. It's not unpleasant. It's just, I don't know, not a great flavour. But anyway, the caramel heart. Well, this one looks nice. Is it a symmetrical heart? I think it is. Often these heart-shaped ones are not symmetrical anymore. They do a bit asymmetrical where the heart goes off to one side. But I think it's that's not the case here. So if they can, it's focused in there. There we go. So let's just have a little. Let's see, so what's the description? I have to look myself around the side. delicious caramel flavoured sensor, encased in smooth milk chocolate. There we go. Yeah, you have to look around the camera. Unfortunately, the camera's right in front of that part. Maybe I could just move it a bit further along, and there we go. Yeah, so delicious caramel flavoured sensor encased in smooth milk chocolate. There we go. I can read it now. Probably when I look around the side, then it doesn't focus in, stuff like that. So it looks quite nice, this one. Bit of a, yeah, it's a very typical heart. Again, it's not flat at the sides. Yes, possibly for aesthetic reasons, but also to save money, presumably. You can see it tilts up at the side there. All right, let's move down a bit and yeah, look into it closer. So I wonder if it's just going to be like a butterscotchy caramel, which I'm never a big fan of. They always seem to be the case in these selections, but rather than a, which is more like, I don't know how you describe it other than butterscotch. I mean, other than like, yeah, a bit bit smoky, a bit you know, a bit toffee-like almost. Yeah, toffee penny perhaps, you know, Werther's Originals, that kind of taste, rather than that sort of buttery Cadbury's caramel or Galaxy caramel taste, which are the kind of caramels I like, really. Okay, right, there we go. Yes, so there we are. Right, so let's give a bit of a measure then. £8 each. Wow. Yeah, crikey. That is a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. That, yeah, crikey, Isaac. Yeah, is that a selection then? Is it or something? I mean, how does that work? Right, so right, okay. It's going to be difficult to measure the height in this one because of this very small tip. 2.4 centimeters. Then melting a bit this one as well. Width of the heart part. About 3.13 centimeters then. And the height 1.6. And the width of the top, the same width, 2.7. Yeah, as opposed to 3.1. That's about 4 millimeters there. And at the top, that same height. About 2 centimeters, roughly. Yeah, as opposed to 2.4. Okay. Right, let's give this a bit of a chop then. So it might be a bit messy, this one, so we'll see. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Right, well, not too messy. It doesn't seem to be too liquidy. Obviously, you know, it's not... There's a liquidity to it, but it seems to be more liquidy on the top, doesn't it? It seems to have a liquid on the top and then a bit more of a... Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. If it doesn't focus in this time, no idea what it's... Now what's he trying to focus on now? There's nothing there. Maybe my finger over here, maybe. There we go. Right. You see, there does seem to be a bit of a softer layer on the top, doesn't there? And then a sort of different layer. It seems to be 2 layers or something. So I'll give it a bit of a prod with the knife and see what happens. Yeah, so it's quite liquidy. You can see there. So it's quite liquidy there. I don't think there's any difference. It might just be... Yeah, I don't think there's any difference there between that. Okay. It just looked it for some reason. Yeah, interesting then. It's a bit of a thick layer of chocolate again. Looks quite nice. Should give it a taste, I think. So yeah, I'll lift myself up. Let's say not quite as messy as I thought it was going to be. So it's obviously a bit thicker caramel. So I'm hopeful there'll be something a bit substantial about it. So we'll see. Back again. Right, so on the bottom row now, rather than the top shelf. Bottom shelf seems to be better this time. Let's have a look. Just get the colour a bit better. Yeah, all right. Let's give it a go then. So it's yeah. We'll do the side actually. Let's give it a taste. Well, not bad. It's not too. It seems to have a bit of a. I don't know. It might be the chocolate. I'm not sure. Just being a bit. A bit of a creamy chocolate is quite evident this time. I think this caramel's not too bad. It's definitely not that sort of butterscotchy caramel. It's I think it's just this time the chocolate for me is just a bit too prominent in its taste, you know, and it's a bit, yeah, I don't know. You can't. There's much of a taste to the caramel really, which is often not uncommon. I don't know. I feel it's okay. I don't feel like it's that amazing, that one. I think the chocolate is highlighted in this one to be not quite as great a chocolate as it's perhaps got away with being in the other parts. I don't know, because there's not really been a flavour to lift it up or work well with it. As I said, the caramel doesn't really have much of a flavour, this one. It's just a texture almost, which is good and bad, because I've always complained about the fact it tastes a bit of a butterscotchy caramel. I'm not too keen on those, but I don't dislike them. But this one doesn't really have much of a taste to it at all, really. It's not really a thick caramel. It's quite runny, but yeah, I don't know. I think it just I think the chocolate is kind of highlighted in this case to be quite not the best. I don't know. It's just it is quite a sort of creamy milk chocolate in this case, and a bit too much so. It comes across that way. I don't know if that's because it's mixed with a caramel. I don't know. I quite like caramel chocolates really, generally. But I don't. They never seem to be that great in these chocolate selections. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe Andrew. Maybe it's a bit creamy. I think in this one it's just the caramel's a bit too. Yeah, it's just there's not just in much taste to it. And the chocolate isn't. I don't know. It just comes across as I don't know. You don't get anything else to lift up the chocolate in this game. In all the other cases, it's kind of worked and complemented quite well, and it's been quite clever, really, one way or another. But I don't know why. But in this one, the chocolate just didn't. I'm just going to taste another one as a whole. I shouldn't really, but we'll do it. We'll just taste one as a whole. That's how you normally eat it. Let's just give it a go. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's just okay. I just think the chocolate's highlighted to be a bit weak this time, for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Best for Andrew. Yes. Well, the next one we'll do the chocolate velvet. But yes, I think this one a bit. I don't know. It's nicer than runny caramel. I think it is better. It's not got that butterscotchy taste. I think it's just the chocolate in this case just doesn't quite help. I don't know. It's just you're not getting enough of it to have a nice crisp bite as you would do in like a Yorkie. So you're just getting the sort of not quite great taste of their sort of milk chocolate. Whereas in every other instance, it's kind of been worked well with something else or not been the main focus. But in this one, it kind of is the main focus almost. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a disappointment. It's a bit yeah. I don't think it's as bad as the caramel truffle one, but I just don't. I just feel like it's not quite. Yeah, I think it's another 3 out of 5. It's a high 3 though, really, but it's another 3 out of 5. I think. I just think that. Yeah, it's just not enough there. The caramel's not too bad actually, but the chocolate. There's no taste and there's no flavour in the caramel to make you not just taste a bit of a normal chocolate really. That's not too great. I say I think Nestle have got away with it in the other instances because it's had other things in it, but in this case it's just the main taste, and it's just not a great main taste flavour without a massive chunk of it to really have a bit of a bite, which you get in like Yorkie and things like this. So yeah, bit of a shame that one, bit of a shame, but there we go, 3 out of 5. 3 stars. That's right, Isaac. That's right. Here we go. So we got the right. So we're skipping ahead one slightly because the raspberry kiss, orange surprise, and rose bliss are all missing from the Christmas one. So we'll save them to last. Andrew's assured me they're the best 3. So I'll do the chocolate velvet next. So there we go. So here it is. There we are. So it looks quite nice, doesn't it? So what's the actual description? Let's see if we can focus in on it. Fingers crossed we can. Yeah, pretty much. Looks pretty good. So obviously some white chocolate involved. But let's see what it says in the official description. So very middle bottom. Chocolate velvet, luxurious velvety truffle, okay, with a pure white chocolate top. All right, so okay, well, there's 2 things to say about this. I wouldn't describe it as a white chocolate top because it's not even half the top is white chocolate, and it's a very thin layer as well. Yeah, so we've just got basically a truffle again. It's going to be it's not flavoured, so. Yeah, let's see. Let's go into. I'm not too excited about this one, I have to say, but you never know. All right, you never know. Just clean the camera off the knife. Okay, right. So let's give it the old measure. Okay, let's give it the old measure, Rooney. So let's have a look. Right. So okay. I need to adjust the brightness in a second. About 2.7 centimeters one side. It's a bit knobbly on, not quite flat on the other side. We'll do it in between the bits as well. Where that little dip is, about 2.5 there. And the height at 1.25. 1.3 centimeters. Yeah, and then the width at the top loses about a couple of millimeters here, I would say, about 2.3. And then in between the little nub in there, about 2.2 millimeter change. Okay, right, so just adjust the brightness just so you're not oversaturated with the plate. Yeah, so I'm not sure to make this one. This one, I'm a bit dubious about this one, really. I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, if you're going to do white chocolate, just do it, do it properly. Don't do it halfway. Well, not even halfway house, this one. It's like an 1/8 way house. So let's cut it down this middle here. Okay. So you can see there, something being described as white chocolate, having a white chocolate as part of the main description. That's a very poor representation of white chocolate, isn't it? I mean, you're not even going to be able to taste that. And you can see that it's not even that thick all the way through it. It's only on the edge it's that thick. Yeah, really poor that. So, to have white chocolate is one of the main things. As I say, if we look at the description again. Luxurious velvety truffle with a pure white chocolate top. I mean, at least make the white chocolate the whole top. And even then I'd still complain there wasn't enough of it. Yeah, just make the whole thing white chocolate. I don't understand. Yeah. So this one I think is not going to be a great one, but we'll give it a taste and find out. But we're certainly not going to get a white chocolate hit from it, that's for sure. Because there's not enough of it. There's more. There's more. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's ridiculous, really. Okay, I just about the point wasn't worth me changing that for that length of time, but we'll do it anyway, right? Yeah, so I don't know, a bit dubious about this one, but we'll give it a go. You never know, could be surprised. Why not do a white chocolate truffle or something like that in the middle? If you're gonna, at least still a truffle, but at least make it part of it, or suit the theme. We'll eat the whole thing at once this time. So. Not bad. The truffle's a bit better than the camel one, that's for sure. It works a lot better. Feels a bit more like it's basically a nicer taste than they would have managed than the sort of like the chocolate equivalent in the Camel Heart. The sort of what that supplied as a chocolate flavour. It works better as the truffle in this. If that makes any sense, so you're getting a bit more of a nicer chocolate flavour, basically. Yeah, nice but boring, Andrew. Yeah, I think that's the gist of it. It's nice. It's nice. It's just nothing exciting, and I don't know why they've not just gone all out with the white chocolate. Just either put a white chocolate truffle on the inside, or just have it as white chocolate on the outside. You know what I mean? At least make some kind of effort, to make it actually have what to be some sort of primary, have a primary flavour of white chocolate. Yeah, a bit disappointing that one. A bit disappointing. But yeah, okay. I think that one. I didn't mind it. As I say, the chocolate flavour on the truffle worked better as a chocolate flavouring from the actual chocolate in the Camel Heart, if that makes sense. So I felt like it was a bit more substantial, but it was just mainly. There wasn't really any white chocolate taste at all. I think it's a high 3 out of 5. I think I'm still gonna give it. I don't know what to give it really. It's just about 3.5 out of 5. Just about. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt there, just because it's got a nice chocolate flavour. Just about, but it's only just. It's only just. I say, I think that would definitely suffer from first chocolate syndrome if it was the first one. I think I would have given it probably a 4. Shouldn't have done really, but there we go. No, not bad that one. Not bad. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Sham. You doing okay? Are we keeping up with this one? Yes, we've got 3 left now, the 3 best ones apparently. So we're going to, according to Andrew, so the pressure's on. Of course, taste subjective, so it's one of those, isn't it? We've got the Raspberry Kiss next. Refreshing raspberry flavour creme in a milk chocolate shell. Yeah, look at that. Sounds very interesting, doesn't it? Would say the shape's probably not the best. Does look a bit like a crab or a spider in some respects. I'm not sure. Look at it wrong, but yeah, that's an interesting one. Or a brooch of some kind if you wear it, on a necklace. Also, it's an interesting shape. I think it's which one is it now that does them all in the? It does sort of like a strawberry shape for a strawberry one and stuff like that. I can't remember which selection it does that now. Might have been the Tesco one, I think, mightn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. Interesting one though. Okay, it's just put put the brightness down a bit. Okay, give it the old measure. Creepy, yes, yeah. Well, of course, you know, it's just my over-the-top imagination, perhaps. I mean, it's still lovely chocolate, but yeah. Hopefully it doesn't put you off eating it. A bit of a funny shape. Definitely a bit of a funny shape. There's about 3.5 centimetres in height. It does dip in the middle here, so I'll measure it there. About 1.78, 1.8. Okay, and then the height of it, about 1.6. Alright, yeah, okay. Not bad. Imagine if you had two of them, it would be quite good, so you could put them all. You have two of them? Yeah. You could kind of put it together like that, would be quite interesting. Yeah, that's quite nice. Look at that. I'd definitely be tempted to eat it like that. Yeah, I like doing things like that, and I think it definitely works as well. Yeah, I think that's the way forward for sure. Well, there we go. Yeah, obviously it would be a bit much to eat it like that, but I think that's what I'd do. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one to measure, this one. I think we'll do the thickness at the sides as well, just to, you know, because that's where it's at its thickest, so just so we have it at least, may as well, if I can. A bit difficult. So this is sort of like widest points here. So it's roughly 2.2 centimetres. Where it's at its widest there. Yeah, exactly, Jar. That's what I was thinking as well. Exactly, yeah. Like what did I say? Well, I said a crab, didn't I? But yeah, it's that kind of thing. That's a bit of a funny one. I got it from eBay, Cheyenne. Yeah, eBay. Not eBay, sorry. Amazon. I just had a look. Just typed in digital calipers, and about £10, I think it was. So not too expensive. Yeah. But yeah, you're right, Jar. It's a bit of a funny shape to it. I'm not quite sure what the inspiration was. But look at that. Yes, it seems to have a very much yeah, so to ignore my finger there. Yeah, very much like a sort of raspberry fondant centre. Interesting one, this one. Yeah. As it's raspberry, is it raspberry in Quality Street as well? Raspberry Dream, yeah. I think this one was in the Christmas one, wasn't it, Andrew? I'm sure this one was, you know, because I'm sure I seem to remember it sort of saying it was a bit similar to the one from Quality Street. Yeah, unless it was something else that Nestlé had done. Let's give it a go. Yes, I very much do, Sharon. I do love Terry's chocolate, especially the white chocolate one. Yeah, it's lovely. That. Do you like it? It's a very nice. The white chocolate one was really nice, actually. I must say. I definitely recommend trying that if you ever get a chance to see it. Right, let's give this a taste then. Yes. So this could be one. Yeah, it wasn't. Yes, it was one. I seem to remember tasting. I'm sure I had this conversation with you, saying it was quite similar to the. Yeah, there's been another Nestle one I've done. I can't remember now, but yeah. But yeah, well, let's give it a go. Yeah. Also, I was just speculating that it might be quite similar. Let's give it a taste. Let's do it. A nice, nice flavour actually. Nice, raspberry cream essentially. Tastes a bit, yeah, not too bad. It's like I'm trying to think. I think it's from memory. I'm not sure if it tastes exactly the same as the one from Cottage. I think that's got a dark chocolate surround to it to start with, and it's a fondant one. Okay, was that what I was thinking of? Maybe that's, yeah, I think that's possibly what it was then. Yeah, I knew I said something along those lines. And I think actually it's roses as well. The Quality Street one is a fondant, isn't it? It's more like the Strawberry Dream, if anything, in the roses one. So yeah, ignore what I was saying. Not bad, that one. It's quite. I would say it tastes a bit of a. It's a bit of a false flavour, basically. You can tell it's a flavour rather than, it doesn't really taste genuinely of raspberries, which, you probably might expect. It's not too bad. I don't think I'd like it as much as Andrew does, unfortunately, Andrew, so I do apologise. I think it's not too bad. I think it's got a nice different taste to it. It's very liquidy. It's very different than all the others. It really stands out as being different. And I think that's its plus point, really. It's got a nice sort of sweet taste to it. It's a semi-raspberry taste, but I think it tastes more... I don't know, it has a bit of a... I don't know, yeah. It's not quite the orange flavoured cowpole that Quality Street have in their orange one. I'm not a fan, but it's something a bit like it. I'm not as massive a fan of it, I think, as Andrew might like. But, yeah. But, Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. Yeah, I do very much like the unsubbed. Yeah, honestly, but yeah, it is a shame they got rid of it. You're right, Sham. It is a shame they got rid of it. It'll be back next Christmas, though. I think. Fingers crossed. How much the box cost? Wasn't too bad actually, AB. I think it was about £3.50. I think. It was either between £3.50 and £5. I think it's £3.50. I'm sure of it, but I'm not sure. That could be, yeah. All right, Hans. It's been a while since I've seen you last. Yeah, good to see you again. Must be quite late where you are. I think it's probably about 11 o'clock, is it, or something? But it's good to see you again. Good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah. Sausage roll flavoured crisps. No, I haven't. I do want to look for those, Isaac. Again, another one. Another one I'd probably put on the members one, that one, if I did find them. But yeah, would like to find them out, those. Have you tried them? Are they nice? Yeah, this one, yeah, I think you're right. I'll just try the other one. I'll try another sample of the other one. Let's see. A nice creamy sensor. It's quite a fresh taste, basically. I like the sort of, it's quite a sort of fruity flavour, but it's a bit different. I don't know. I think it's a funny one. I'm not quite sure what to say. I think it's very sort of, it's quite sort of sweet, sugary, sort of fondanty almost. Not quite a fondant, but like a sort of creamy centre without the sort of, with a bit of an artificial taste, basically, is the gist of it. I don't mind it. I think it's a bit of a funny one. I'm not sure. I think it's one of Andrew's favourites, So I feel a bit bad for it. I don't think it's necessarily my favourite but it's a nice standout one in the set. It tastes substantially different from all the others. All the others are quite similar to an extent. They've all got just mainly a predominantly chocolate taste. This one obviously is that sort of more raspberry sensor. I'm not really sure how I feel about it though. I feel like there's something that's, I don't know if it's the chocolate not quite working with it or the sensor not working with the chocolate, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't mind it. It's interesting. I'm glad it's there for sure. I definitely think it breaks up the set, and I think it's definitely would be worse of a set without it. I'm just not sure that individually, I'm as big a fan as I am of it as a whole, if that makes sense. I think it works well with the set. I think individually, it's not the strongest or the best tasting thing I've had. So I think it's I do apologise, Andrew, for this one, but I don't think I can give it a 4 for this. I think as far as the set goes, it's a 4. As in, it's a real difference. It's nice having the set, and it definitely is a good difference to have. But I think individually, I think it's probably 3.5 out of 5. I think so. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about this. Sorry, Andrew. I do apologise. But as part of the set, it works very well. I just think individually it's a 3.5. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, there we go. Well, if you subbed twice, Andrew, you're back subscribed again, so that's good. If you click the button twice. So there you go. Oh dear. £5 for the chocolate? I think so, yes. Do you know how much it is, Andrew, the set? I thought it was £3.50, but I'm not sure if it's £5. I know it's one of Andrew's favourite sets, so yeah. Yeah, I think the Walker's Icons, are those the... I'm not sure. I did do, as the members channel, the restaurant range they did. Sham, with the Las Iguanas and stuff like that. I did do those. 12 a.m. Hans, crikey. I knew it'd be late, yeah. So you're just about to go to bed. You just caught the right time. We're on the last few now. So you've done... Oh, thanks for joining. I know it's always a bit late where you are. I think it was this late last time, wasn't it? But well, we've got 2 more to do, so hopefully we won't be keeping you up too late. So these are Andrew's favourite ones, really. So he likes the Raspberry Kiss. I've given it a 3.5 out of 5. But I think as part of the set goes, it's not as bad as that. But here you go. The Chocolate Surprise. I've definitely seen this shape before as well. So I'm sure I've seen some of these shapes before. Have I done another? I don't know. Unless they're just very similar to other sets or something. But I just remember, I don't know. Maybe they're just very similar. A coconut sensor, yeah. Well, that's another one that maybe is a bit divisive, I think. Yeah, Rick, as I say, which is why I think I might have mentioned this. I'm sorry, I apologize I've not got to the comments yet. Yeah. But, yes, I think we were talking about when we having a sort of, why coconut, or maybe it was early on in this chat, actually. Yeah, I think it might be a bit of a divisive one, really. But, which is why it's quite surprising that Bounty's in the celebrations, really. But yeah, so I'm kind of, against it but for it in a way, which is why I had such a debate about it yesterday in the premiere. I couldn't quite decide. I just went with being a bit, my own personal view about it and just what's in that selection. But yeah, there we go. Let's just go down a bit then. Let's have a look. Let's have a see. Right. Okay. Yeah, quite expensive then, Hans. Yeah. Yeah, it's, well, the pound is quite, it's quite, basically exchanging it would be quite, different. Maybe if you found it, if the same set where you are, if it was sold just where you are, would be, a lot cheaper maybe. But unfortunately, when importing it and things, yeah, this is a problem you might face, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you ever do come to visit here, you have to grab a load of them and take them back and sell them at a profit. Oh, honestly. Yeah, there we go. So chocolate sees £20 for chocolate bar. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, because of the channel, I might do things like that exceptionally, Isaac. But yeah, normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I wouldn't do that. Yeah, no, not married. No, no. No one daft enough to have me yet. There you go. So 1.7 in height. And diameter about 3.1. There we go, yeah. So there we are. But it's a bit difficult because obviously the height it's got that sort of ridge on it. So you can see there. Bit of a funny one, that one. So it's obviously a bit slight con, I think you'd say. It's not really as big as it looks. But there we go. So what's the description on this one? I think we didn't look at the description, did we? So this is the orange surprise, by the way. So if I can get the, there we go. So the description is, delicate orange flavoured truffle blended with crispy pieces. So this one sounds interesting. Maybe a bit like the orange bite, orange crisp from Quality Street, maybe. Yeah, interesting ones. Let's cut it down the middle. Okay, so here's another truffle one. So, but it does have orange crispy piece in it. So like the other ones, it might work. Let's have a see if we can do it. Focuses in on it. Okay, so you can see those crunchy pieces in there. Not too bad. Daimler bars, is that the sort of the dime ones, or is it like the? Yeah, not sure really. To make the best of the best from the top 5 selections and make the perfect one. That would be quite good to do that. Yeah, maybe it would be. Maybe something you could do at some point. Yeah, just actually get all the chocolates like a special edition one. Maybe we could have to do that. Yeah, this one sounds an interesting one. Nice truffle ones here. Nice truffle ones. Yeah, no ladies daft enough at the moment. So yeah, I just no ladies in my life at the moment, really. So yes, keeping it nice and straightforward. Oh dear. But maybe one day I'll find someone, as I say, daft enough. But to be honest with you, it's sometimes too much effort. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a see. So there we go. Right, let's give these a try. Yeah, so quite interested in this one, really. It's quite a thick chocolate going around here. How long are you on live for? I'm good, but basically got one more chocolate to do on this one, so probably not too much longer. Yeah. I don't have the orange magnum, but I did do the caramel billionaires caramel white chocolate one this morning, Sharon, for the members videos. So yes. But yeah, maybe one day I could do a super one, like Rick said, like a super selection box where you take the best of the best, or at least in theory. Maybe I could do it from somehow. I'll have to think about that, but it could be a good idea. Let's give this one a go. Not bad, this one. Definitely, it's still a truffle, so it's got a quite sort of, soft centre. Not bad. I think I kind of would prefer it if it was solid chocolate, for sure. Rather than adding truffles or pralines into everything, I think some of the things are better as solid chocolates, and I think this one in Quality Street is better, because it's a solid chocolate one. Nice to have it a bit different. It's nice that they've not just lifted it straight from Quality Street, I guess. But like the crispy praline ripple, this one, I think it just would be better as a solid chocolate, really. I can understand why they've done it. But there's quite a few pralines and truffles and things in this set already. I don't think they need to just do it on everything. And there's no solid chocolate, so I think for me, this one, yeah, I don't know. It would be better with solid chocolate. I don't know how you feel about it, Andrew. I think you might think the same as me with this one. I think you probably, think it would be better as a solid chocolate, and I think it definitely would be. But it's still nice. It's still nice. I think it's definitely, I do like it. I feel like it's, yeah, different one. I like the crunchy piece in it as well, and it's nice. I just think it's probably, again, it's one of those that really lifts the set, having that difference in it. I just wish it was a solid chocolate. I think it would just work better. And I think it's because we know the orange flavour works so well in solid chocolate with like the Terry's chocolate orange and the crispy bite orange bite from Quality Street. I think that's the issue with it, really. You just know that those taste better, So, again, I think it's another one. Again, is it, now we've got the last chocolate syndrome, We've had all the others, maybe early on. I don't know. Hard one to say that. It's very difficult to say. But yeah, I feel a bit like, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not sure if I feel like it's a 4.5. 4 out of 5. I just feel the truffle just doesn't work well with it at all. I feel like it just needs to be solid chocolate. I just feel like it just takes away from it, really. It kind of. I feel like you lose a bit of the orange flavour. I like the crispy pieces in there, but I just feel like it just needs to be solid chocolate, really. So. Apologies again, Andrew, but I think this one's another 3.5 out of 5, I think, for me. But that's not really a bad rating, though, because don't forget, a 3 out of 5 is still a nice chocolate. But yeah, I think, yeah, I think it just needs to be solid chocolate, and it's a 4.5 out of 5. I think the orange flavour is just lost a bit in that truffle sort of, because you don't really get the same texture. And it dissolves a bit quickly, and I just don't think I think knowing what solid chocolate flavoured orange is like, and crispy chocolate with, solid chocolate with crispies in, I just know how much nicer they are, really. So, yeah. Yeah, I do quite like veggie burgers, Shime. Yes, I do quite like veggie burgers, yeah. Yeah, I don't have them often, but I do like them, yes. Feeling spot 3.33, yes. Still need to make that one, don't I? Honestly. Yeah, need to do its third rating. It's 3.66 as well. Yeah. Oh dear. Nestlé Milo. I don't think so. I've not heard of that. I don't think, Hans. Sounds interesting. It sounds familiar though. I'm not too sure. Yeah, sounds familiar. Ooh. That's me. It's sneezed. Yeah, I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've had it. So it could be here, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Right, so the Rose Bliss, Andrew, the Rose Bliss. Let's see. So I have a feeling this one is going to taste a bit like sort of the Turkish Delight flavour. So we'll see. Smooth rose flavoured truffle encased in milk chocolate. So it's another truffle. Again. It's got the same sort of swirl on top. Let's just move. So again, I just feel like sometimes you don't need to do all these truffles, just tidying up a bit. Now again, Andrew, we have got the problem, as I say, the opposite of first chocolate syndrome, where maybe, now I'm just had so many of them that, they do get a bit sickly. So it's something to bear in mind. I'm hoping that that's not swaying my view on things, but there is always a chance, of course, because I've had, over 10 chocolates now, pretty much. So it is a chance. I did say I'd try the Hazel Smooth again to see whether I still thought it was a 4 out of 5. So the Rose Bliss, smooth rose flavour, truffle encased in milk chocolate. So it is a problem. It is a legitimate problem. That could be the case. I don't know whether it is with myself, but it's something to bear in mind, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know how you could do anything about that, really. So it's got a similar sort of design to it than the orange ones. It's got a sort of swirl on the top. It's quite interesting. I think it's a bit better done on this one. I feel like the other one was sort of doing us out a bit of chocolate. It doesn't feel like it's quite as bad in this one. Okay, let's move down a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean, Rick. I'm quite similar with some of that. I think Mars, for instance, more so with me, but Snickers as well to an extent, but definitely Mars. I really, yeah, I don't know if you get that in Canada really, but it's a Snickers without the peanuts
roughly. It's a bit different, but generally that's the case. Yeah, so basically it's I just the refrigerating them just makes them taste that bit better, basically. Yeah. So there we go. It's a bit. I do understand what you're saying there. It does change some chocolates for the better. Don't think many for the worse. A lot of them more for the better. Yeah, so I think Sharm's right with that one. But yeah, Sharm, as I say, check out the if you're interested in becoming a member, getting all those other access to other videos and things, just check out the channel homepage or the links in the descriptions of this video and others. It'll give you a link to do it. So if you want to join, yeah, it'd be great to have you there. But obviously, don't feel obliged. It's only if you want to and are able to do so. It's about 2.6 centimeters, yes, in diameter or in width. One side. About the same on the other side as well. So it's pretty much a square at the bottom. And the height. I didn't quite get that right. About 1.55. Not too bad there. Okay, so let's give this one a chop. So here's a truffle again. So I feel like, let's see where they go. Oh, okay. It certainly looks very interesting. Got some chocolate on me there. Yeah, very sort of, I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully it'll focus in a bit better. It's quite a light pink colour on the inside. There you go, yeah. Looks very interesting, doesn't it? Very pink. Let's see if we can, there you go, yeah, I think that's going in quite well. So we can get rid of the back a bit better. Not as good as we're going to get it, that I think. But yeah, you can see, I think you can clearly see the pinkness of it. Maybe some darker pink speckles in there as well. Yeah, looks very interesting, that very nice. I think as truffles go, this is one where, this is why it's a shame that there's so many other truffles, because ones like this I think are suited well to a truffle or even a cream, but when you've got them so often in all the others, it really it makes these ones not as interesting, so yeah. Mars bar is better than Elon Musk. That's an unusual I don't know what to make of that, really. That's an unusual one, Rick. Yeah, we're quite honestly, but dear God, yes. But yes, I think you're probably right there. If you don't eat Mars chocolate, don't fly to them and say hi to them. Oh, see, I missed the top one. Okay, I thought you just randomly said that, but yeah. Yeah, if only, Hans, it would save you a lot of money, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but refrigerating bars, yeah. I'm glad you enjoy that, AB. It's definitely worth doing. Really does. Yeah, I'd give it a try for sure. Milky Way Magic Stars as well. I've tried them. They're quite nice actually, but they're one of those where I don't often go for them. But I don't mind them. Same with Milky Ways generally, really. I don't know if I've ever reviewed them though. My QP, a bit late today, QP. We're just on the last chocolate. The very last one, the Rose Bliss. Hopefully it's the best till last. Andrew loves this one, but we'll see. Yeah, see. George Barry DJ, I don't. Yeah, I'm out of touch with music, Isaac. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is, but maybe one day I'll try and listen out if I can remember to do so. Oh, but sounds like you're having a nice evening though, or a nice afternoon, listening to the music and playing Roblox. So that sounds good. Yeah, maybe one day it'll be on my list then, Charm. I think I will try to do it at some point. I've got such a backlog though, unfortunately. But yeah, it's one of those. But hi, Keepy. Hope you're doing okay. Oh dear, honestly. Well, yes. Well, never mind. But it is. I guess it was on a catch up if you ever want to catch up, whatever. But yeah. I don't know whether I should send out reminders or not. I could do via Discord and things. But don't worry about it. It's one of those where you can't make everything. So yeah. I'm sure you'll catch up or watch when you can. So it's very much appreciated. So here we go. Here's this one. So yeah, I'll just focus in. As I say, so nice sort of pink truffly centre, rose flavour. Possibly going to taste a bit like Turkish Delight, so we'll see. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it does. Very interesting flavour. I think if you love Turkish Delight, this one's for you. Yeah. I think very different. I'm not sure what to make. Basically, this one is if you like Turkish Delight, because it's basically tastes like Turkish Delight. There's in the rose flavoured Turkish Delight. I know Andrew loves it. This is probably why it's one of his favourites. I'm not too bothered about Turkish Delight, I must say. I like the real stuff. When you get it's all powdered with sugar, icing sugar, the real, not like the Fry's Turkish Delight bar. I like real Turkish delight. I think it tastes quite nice. That it's not about McDonald's for me. Yes, I agree with QP. Yeah, I'm not a big chicken fan really. I don't really eat much chicken. Yes. Oh, no, thank you, Sharon. I'm really glad you. It's so nice of you to say things like that. So thank you so much. I'm really glad you like it. As I say, don't feel obliged to join the membership thing, or whatever. But if you do like the channel, it does give you a few more reviews that are unique to it. So same with everyone, of course. If you like it, I know a few people have joined and they seem to be happy with it. But it's never, don't feel obliged. No matter how much I mention it, I try to balance it so that people, will get reviews I wouldn't normally do, so people aren't missing out as such if they don't subscribe to it or whatever. So, but check it out if you're interested. You can always quit as well. You don't have to stay on it. Burger King, Rick? Burger King. I say now McDonald's for me. I've always been a fan of Burger King, but we don't have Wendy's here. We don't have Wendy's. I don't mind Burger King, but I think McDonald's for me has always been the one. I just like the gherkins and stuff in them. I don't know why. Yeah. But I know Sharon perhaps is a veggie burger, but I do quite like veggie burgers as well, as we said. I don't eat as much meat these days as I used to do. So, in fact, I haven't eaten much, other than gelatin. I don't think I've had meat since Christmas, I don't think. So, yeah, quite a lot. But yeah, so this one, I think it's basically taste of Turkish delight. It doesn't have this sort of jelly centre, but it's basically in truffle form. So it really tastes like rose sort of scented flavour. Yeah, no, sorry, Andrew. Yeah, I know, what can I say, I feel bad, really, Andrew. I really do. But I mean, the ones you've picked though as the best do stand out a lot, and they are quite distinct. I just think they've not quite delivered them. I mean, the raspberry bliss and the raspberry kiss rather, and the orange surprise. I don't know. I think the raspberry one, I think it's more the chocolate. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is there. There's just something not quite right for me. And the orange ones, I feel like it should be solid chocolate. I mean, fair credit to them. There are other instances of solid chocolate orange chocolates out there. So they've done something a bit different. But for me, I just prefer the solid chocolate ones, like Terry's chocolate orange and the chocolate bite, or whatever it's called, chocolate crisp in Quality Street. So what can I say? So it's good that they've done something different in this case, but unfortunately, because they just do truffles all over the place, you kind of feel like they're just, I don't know, it's not really for that reason to be different. It's just because it's easier to do truffles. The Rose Bliss one, again, I'm not a massive Turkish Delight person. I don't mind this one, but it is basically, it stems on that. If you like the taste of Turkish Delight from Fry's, or the rose Turkish Delight generally, I think this is probably for you. But for me, it's not a flavour that I'm massively in love with. But I'm glad it's in the set. It tastes a bit different. It stands out a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's a free. I think it's because it's a bit different. I think yeah, I could be tempted to give it. On a bad day, I probably might say a 3, but I'm not. I don't think it deserves that at all. I think it's a 3.5 for me again. So there we go. So I think. Yeah, it's just a divisive, well, maybe not quite divisive, but it's a flavour that I'm not sure about. I like Turkish Delight, as I say, in its proper form, not in the Fry's version. I know Andrew's a big fan of the Fry's bar, so, it's a difficult one, really. So, yeah, very sorry, Andrew, very sorry. Oh, dear, but, these are some of Andrew's favourite chocolates, so I do feel a bit bad, but as I say, that's a good point. You have to remember this is subjective, it's not... It's difficult, you might have different tastes, and your favourite flavour and things is not, is obviously, if I say it's not my favourite flavour and it's yours, then clearly, there's just going to be difference there. So I do apologise for that. But, you get an insight on the set and generally what it looks like and things. I do think this one as a whole, though, over-reliance on truffles again, really. But I think almost more often than not, maybe 50-50, they've got them to work quite well, actually. I tried the Hazel Smooth again because we said I'd try that. I think I gave it a 4. I said I'd try it again at the end, because just to check it wasn't first chocolate syndrome going over into the second chocolate. Maybe to an extent. But I think it's quite nice. I don't know. I think if I was, rating it now, it might be more of a 3.5. I'm not sure. But it's not bad. It's not too bad, actually. It's got quite a nice rich taste to it. It's not the sort of the praline, hazelnut praline doesn't taste too hazelnutty. It's got quite a nice chocolate taste to it. Hard to say. I think, I might it'd be a high 3.5, a low 4, I think. So it depends what I'd say. I think a lot of these, as you go down the list and get further into it, as I say, because at the start of it you're well into it, you're really wanting chocolate, you're hungry. At the end of it, you've had loads of chocolate and you're more full up. So you've got to bear that in mind. So there is always a chance that when you get to the ones at the end, they do suffer. Maybe they're discriminated against slightly for that reason. There is that chance. So I would bear that in mind. But the Hazelnut Smooth I've just tasted, I do think it's got a nice rich flavour to it, and it's got a nice chocolate flavour, and the hazelnut praline does work quite well. So to be honest with you, I think I probably would. I'd be umming and ahhing between a 3.5 and a 4. I think I jumped straight to a 4 quite easily at the start of the review. Now I think I'd be umming and ahhing a bit, but I can't say for sure because I'm biased now. I don't know, but I like to think I would have said a high 3.5, a low 4, and I might have just given it the benefit of the doubt for a 4. So I don't think I've changed my mind that much, to be honest with you, if at all. So. But something to bear in mind. Yeah, truffle burnout. You get them with all these sets as well, Andrew. They're so you're just too much of it. But in this set, I will say they have done a good job with a lot of the truffles. Some of them, like the hazelnut smooth one. I mean, truffle praline, same thing basically. Let's just might be slight differences, but let's just say it's the same thing. That one worked quite well. Some of them were quite nice. Some of them just, I don't know. Again, just were detrimental really. Like the crispy praline ripple, that just didn't need that praline truffle type sensor. I mean the orange one didn't need it either. I think which one else was it? Was it the caramel? Not the caramel heart. I think the caramel truffle as well. That just didn't need truffle in it. I mean I don't know what they could have done. Chewy one, something else. But it just wasn't, it was a truffle for the truffle's sake again. But in other cases, as I say, the vanilla one didn't have a vanilla truffle in it. It's sort of truffly. The hazel smooth as well, that worked quite well. The chocolate velvet wasn't too bad in the same way that the hazel smooth wasn't too bad either. So some of them worked okay. You know what I mean? Some of them worked all right. Chocolo Roberto hands. Chocolo Roberto. Honestly. Yeah. You should do a little bit more orange on the orange one. Just do all oranges, yeah. Which one was my favourite in the whole set, QP? Well, I don't know really. I gave the Hazelnut Smooth probably the highest rating, just because it had, bizarrely, maybe the Vanilla Cup. But I don't know if they're my favourite. The set as a whole works quite well together. It's one of those. I think the set as a whole is pretty good because it has a lot of variety in there. As Andrew said, really, the Raspberry Kiss, the Orange Surprise, the Rose Bliss are very distinct. You've got the crispy praline one as well, which is quite nice. Although it's, if it didn't have the praline like it didn't used to, as Andrew mentioned, it would be better. I mean, the Vanilla Cup's okay. You've not really got any white chocolate or anything. It's hard to really put a favourite. I mean, I think I quite like the Vanilla Cup because it had a range of things. Had that crispy pieces in there as well. And the crispy praline ripple was quite nice, but again because of crispy bits and stuff like that. But again, the truffle ones generally, I don't know. I don't think there's really a favourite as such of mine in here. I think they're all just quite nice depending on what your mood is, and I think that's what's good about the set. There are distinct ones that you can say, right, oh yes, I fancy this, I fancy that. But I don't think there's really that strong a taste of these ones. They're just, I don't know. They're slightly above average, but none of them are going to blow your socks off, I don't think. So I think for me, I think the crispy praline ripple has the potential to be my favourite if it was a solid chocolate, didn't have the praline in there. I think that's the gist of it, to be honest with you. No, thank you, Isaac. Glad you like the live videos. I tried to do a couple of, I do a couple of ways. I do the the stash watch on Wednesdays, where I kind of go through the stuff I've got in my collection to review, and these live ones on Saturdays. And every couple of weeks I do a premiere one as well. It's not technically live, but I am in the chats, so we have a chat like it is now, and then we can chat and talk at the same time. So so there's a few things going on really, 2 or 3 a week depending on the week, and never know, might do more really. Who knows? But obviously, the problem is it's just time in the day. That's the problem. Because I need to do the reviews as well. So yeah. But the M&M bar sham, yes, I've done a couple of M&M bars. I think I did the almond one and the caramel crunchy one. I think I did have the others to review, but they're in my backlog. So there we go. So I think as a whole, as a rating for this one, I think as a whole, it's better than the sum of its parts. Basically, it's one of those ones. I think generally the chocolates have kind of averaged out about 3.5 out of 5. You know, I think, I don't know if it's quite. It's very close between it's a low 4 and a high 3.5 basically. I think. I think you'd be quite happy with this. It's definitely one of the better selections because it's got a nice selection in it. You know, there's lots of differences there. So I think for me, I don't know, could I give it a 4? Could I give it a 4? I honestly don't know whether I can give it a 4. It's very close. I feel like 3.5 is a bit too low and 4 is a bit too high. So it's a 3.66 as Rick would say. I'm quite happy. I like the variation. I think it works well as a whole. I think if you got this one, you'd be quite happy with it. I think there's a nice set in there. It's just too many truffles again. Too many truffles. I think if the crispy praline one didn't have truffle in it, and the orange one didn't have truffle in it, it'd be a 4 with no problem. The fact that they've got truffle in it though, as well as all the others, I think it's just. But the ones, the rubbish ones that you'd expect are not too bad. You know, the caramel one's a bit better than all the other caramels we've had. It wasn't that sort of horrible butterscotchy taste. The cookies and cream one had a bit more crunch in it that made it a bit more cookie-like. And the vanilla cup one wasn't too bad because it had crunchy pieces in as well. So, yeah, I need the 3.66, Rick. We need that symbol, don't we? We need it. I think I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna. No, I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. I can't give it a 4. If it'd have got the other ones in it, it would have been a 4. But I can't. You know, if I do rate another one a 4, it's got to stand out from this one really, and I can't. You know, and I can't really. I'd like to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I think there's too much doubt. If you know what I mean. There's too much truffle, too many crispy the crispy praline one, as I say. You know, there's just, and the ones that do work with it quite well are not that great. You know what I mean? Like the cookies and cream one, stuff like that. You know, yeah. 3.75 out of 4. Yes. Yeah, it's a close one, but you know, It is a difficult one. It's hard to review these sets as well because, as I say, you do get first chocolate syndrome, as we mentioned before. I think we've copyrighted that now, where they always taste better at the start than at the end generally. But because you get a bit worn out by the end of it, you know, you're a bit full. There is that problem. It's a difficult one to overcome that. But I try my best to be impartial about it and objective, you know. And that's why I'm did go back and taste Hazel Smooth. So I still feel confident in what I've done, really. But there is that chance, you know, when you taste something for the first time, you just pick up one and you think, oh, that's really, really nice. And if you did that for every single chocolate, when you only went to one once an hour or something, and you just experienced them as a one-off, and you just really, the flavour was so nice and fresh, you're bound to give it higher rating than perhaps if you just scoff them all at once. I'm a bit sick of them. So I think that's just one of those. I don't know what we can do about that, really. But we can bear it in mind, which is what we're doing now. Yeah, so overall, 3.5 out of 5, I think. I'm doing all the reviews I do are fair across the board as well. So all the other chocolate selections suffer from the same problems, you know. So there we go. So there we are. Oh, but thank you, AB. Thanks so much. Yes, well, basically there'll be a special stash watch this Wednesday because I've got a massive new stash this week actually. So there'll be lots of new stuff basically, quite a lot of imported stuff. So yeah, so make it for that. I don't know if there'll be a premiere one at the end of it, but who knows? It's usually every 2 weeks I try and do them, but there might be one this week. But yeah, Wednesday for sure, and next Saturday, of course. Yeah. So close, Jow, close. Yeah, 3. It was very close to 4, Jow. It was really close, but it had to be a 3.5, I think. Yeah, I just couldn't give it that higher mark. I just didn't think it'd be right. I feel like I would have regretted it. And I'll take care, Hans. Sleep well. Yeah, thanks for staying up for it. Thank you so much. It's good to see you again, by the way. Really good to see you. Yeah, but Ritter Sport, yes, I do quite like them, but their chocolate is quite creamy for me sometimes, so it depends on the flavour, you know, depends on the flavour. Yeah, before they put the newer chocs in, yeah, swings and roundabouts, Andrew, because as you say, I think you're right, would have been lower, but the crispy praline one would have been better as well, but yeah, I think you're probably right, overall I think it probably would have been lower, yeah. Oh, sorry, Andrew. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's one of those. It's hard sometimes because obviously, like Rick was saying before, he loves coconut, you know, and I just don't like it that much. So you know, what can I do? You know what I mean? And I know you're a big fan of Turkish delights of things. So, and hard one to say, but I like my biscuity sort of crunchy bits in the middle, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And it's a bit, I don't know, it's a hard one to say, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, but but it's good to discuss about it and talk about it, and I'm glad you still hopefully enjoy watching it despite our differences of opinion sometimes on the chocolates. Oh dear, but there we go. So I still think probably the Tesco one is it Tesco, the Tesco milk dark and white. I think that's the one I was very impressed with. I think, yeah, it's definitely my favourite one. And again, I think I gave that a 4, didn't I? Overall. And again, this one, I think, because as I say, if I'd rated it a 4, it would have been the same as that one, and I don't think it's as good as that. So, there we go. Yes, I do have the orange ones, so I've not reviewed them yet. I've got them to review. I might do them in one of the mystery reviews, actually. So, yeah, I might have to try those, yeah. Well, maybe I might have those, Andrew. We'll see. You have to watch the Stash Watch this week. Yeah, Fry's Turkish Delight Minis. Yeah, they sound interesting ones. It might be okay, well, I think you'll definitely like them. Interesting. It might be more up my street as well, just because it has a bit less of it. So it'll be interesting, that one. I'd like to try those for sure. Yeah, I'd like to try them for sure. Interesting one. But yeah, well, there we go, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that review. Quite perhaps another long one, I think, but hopefully you enjoyed it. A bit controversial places, maybe. Chocolate selections are a funny one. I find they're a bit of a weird, sometimes you remember them being amazing, and sometimes they just don't, when you come to review them individually, they sometimes don't seem to taste as brilliant as either I remembered or thought they would, It's a bit of a funny one, really. Yeah, that's what I might try. I think I've looked at it, Andrew. Yeah, I think I've looked at it. But I've not, I've not bought it. I think it's quite expensive, I think. So, yes, yeah. It was a funny one, that one. Yeah, a bit of a funny one. Yeah, so I might have to try it, really, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I live in the northwest of England, Sham, yes. Yeah, around Greater Manchester, basically. But yeah, right, everyone. Well, hope you've enjoyed that one. But yeah, Marks & Spencer's selection is one I'm definitely going to look into, I think. As I say, when I do a raid on Marks & Spencer's at some point. But, I'm just a bit worried about having too much in the backlog then. Oh, dear. Right, well, take care, everyone. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks again for watching so much. Check out the Discord chat as well. The link's in the description. Great to see you chatting there, of course. I know a few of you do already. Andrew QP. Scotty as well, of course. Rick's been in there a couple of times. Joe, if you'd like to join, feel free. The link's in the description. Great way to keep in touch and just chat with the community. Really good. I know AB comes in sometimes as well. Yeah, there's the member program as well. Check that out. Links in the description. They get some exclusive reviews. I'm hopefully adding more content as well to the support layer. I'm got plans on doing it. I can't promise anything, but it's in the pipeline, hopefully. Yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye, Cheyenne. Bye, Andrew. Bye, QP. Bye, Rick. Bye, Zhao. Bye, AB, of course. And Isaac, if you're still there. Good luck with your exams. And Hans, sleep well. Oh, thanks, Joe. Take care. Enjoy your day. I'll see you soon. And apologise if you said something by the time I've gone. There's a 6-second delay, so I do apologise, but there we go. Bye, Isaac. Take care. See you later, everyone. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.